Your play-by-play tonight. We are live in Northwest Arkansas at Harmon Stadium as the Fayetteville Purple Dogs get set to host our Cabot Panthers tonight. Joining me on color commentary is a former Panther and former graduate of Cabot High School. He's also the school district's Director of Technology, Mr. Andy Martin. Andy, welcome in.
Hi, it's good to be here this evening. It's a nice night.
I tell you what, it's a lot better than last year. If you remember last year's season opener, of course, the score wasn't great, 48-13, Fayetteville getting the win in Cabot against our Panthers. But the big story of that night, do you remember what the big story of that night was?
We had a long rain delay that night, thunderstorms.
I think about an hour and 45 minutes or so. I remember the referees and Dr. Thurman trying to give us the cue to when to go, and finally we got that game underway. Not the case tonight. No electricity in the air, but I guess there is some electricity, excitement for this 2025 season to get underway tonight. We have an action-packed show for you. We have multiple cameras going to be here with you all night. Going to try to provide you with some scores and updates along the way and other various things. I tell you what, this is going to be a great matchup. Fayetteville comes in, really a loaded football team tonight. A couple of key players to talk about as we progress through the game, and that is going to be their transfer junior quarterback who transferred in from San Antonio, Texas. His name is Hank Hendricks. Get this, he threw for over 4,000 yards and 52 touchdowns as a sophomore last year. He's back for his junior season this year, transferring in to Fayetteville. And Coach Reed went on to tell me that even Notre Dame is interested in this young man, so we're going to keep a close eye on him tonight. And we'll talk more about our Panthers here in a second, but we're going to be silent for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the Star-Spangled Banner, presented by the Fayetteville High School Marching Band. Please remain standing for the Fayetteville High School alma mater, presented by the Fayetteville High School Marching Band.
All right, we join you again. That was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by the Fayetteville High School Band, accompanied by some fireworks.
Some pyrotechnics, yeah. They saw them walking that down earlier today.
Yep. Told our camera ops to be on guard tonight. Once if there's a touchdown, we're going to hear some fireworks, so don't jump. Hold your camera steady tonight. But again, we are set for a great football game. Let's meet our captains for tonight's game.
Now it's time to meet tonight's captains.
Out our captains. So, as we continue to get set for kickoff here, Fayetteville alma mater still playing in the background for us. Let's meet, if we could. Let's let Coach Reed introduce us to our coaching staff.
Hey, I didn't hear you for that video.
Coaching staff, please.
Welcome, Panther fans, to tonight's game. I'm Scott Reed, Athletic Director and Head Football Coach of your Cabot Panthers. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our coaching staff.
John Painter, Defensive Coordinator, Safeties.
Clark Bing, Corners and Specialists. Blake Gibson, defensive line.
Hunter Jackson, offensive line.
David Payne, tight ends, fullbacks.
Justin Bigham, running backs.
LJ Tarrant, linebackers.
Justin Wiley, receivers.
Junior High North head coach Danny Spencer and assistant coaches Ben Ford and Gary Ford. Junior High South head coach Roy Brown and assistant coaches Austin Abel and Colton Counts. Strength and conditioning coach Brandon J. Head athletic trainer Jason Cates and assistant athletic trainers Jennifer Asbury, Chad Burke, Holly Rush, and Keith Shireman. This is your 2025-2026 coaching staff. We hope you enjoy your time with us tonight. Go Panther!
Please turn your attention to the center of the field as our captains.
All right, here come our captains. Did we finish our coaches video there? I think we did, okay. All right, here come our captains. They're coming out. Again, we saw that video earlier. Don't know if you guys heard my voice. I did voice over the captains. If we didn't, you did see the graphics. So those are our captains for the season opener here tonight from Harmon Stadium. Again, a beautiful night. It's a little humid, but I know that as the sun drops behind the press box across the way, Andy, we're going to be set for hopefully a cool, relaxing night of football here in Northwest Arkansas. Always great to be in Fayetteville. Here's our coin toss. Caden Shell's working our camera down on the sideline tonight, doing a great job, senior broadcasting student. Cabot wins the toss. They're going to receive, and the Panthers are going to be going left to right on your screen here. All right, let's go back to our wide shot there. Great job by Caden Shells. Again, we're getting ready for the team to run out as our captains rejoin the team down behind the banner bus. A little tongue-tied. We've been trying to get our setup right for tonight, and we finally got it ready, and we're ready to go with some football. The Panthers, who's going to run out to the field first? We will start things off. Here comes our Panthers. They are off down the sideline, and the 2025 season is just moments away from kickoff here. About a little under 3 minutes till we kick off, according to the scoreboard here at Harmon Stadium. All right, so we're set. Bulldogs still yet to come out. Bust through their big Bulldog banner. Getting our kickoff return team ready. As you can see there, Coach Wiley, Coach Spencer talking them up, getting them ready for this first series of the season. Here come the Purple Dogs. They're coming out. There's the fireworks. We're probably going to hear some of those tonight. Be aware, it's just fireworks, just a little pyro, right, Andy?
Yeah, and really, I mean, we have lots of returners on offense this year, Mitch. I mean, we're talking Maddox McCrory, he's back after a pretty good end of the season last year. Aiden Tatum came on strong at the end of the year last year. And, of course, we have Aeneas Arnold is back. He played the last 2 games last year, but was injured like in week 2. And then Cooper Powell didn't play at all last year. So we'll get to see him tonight, and hopefully we all stay healthy, and we'll see what they can do when we're at full strength.
That's right. I actually got a chance to speak to Cooper Powell. We had a media day the other day, and I asked him how the knee was doing. Of course, it cut his whole season short last year, season-ending injury, but he told me he's feeling great right now, and I said, buddy, we need you. He is sure enough tough. We need him. So here we go, our kickoff return team on the field. Purple Dogs still getting things going down in their end zone, finally moving over to their sideline as we get set to get the 2025 season underway.
Yeah, and tonight, Mitch, I think really the secret tonight is going to be getting out early and getting out strong. And, you know, usually when we come down here, we have trouble early. And I think the secret tonight is to go ahead and we got the ball, let's go down and get some points early.
Right, strike first, right? Light up the scoreboard. Get the advantage, get the confidence going. I agree totally with you. And you talked about a couple of the key players, Maddox, McCrory, obviously coming back. As a sophomore, he saw time. He got injured, missed a lot of that season, came back last year, led us as a junior. He was our starting quarterback throughout the season. And I know that experience was super valuable for him as he returns for his senior season. He is very athletic. You know, a lot of his teammates at that media day I was talking about the other day were talking about he's a pretty boy, but I tell you what, he's as tough as an old rubber boot, man. He is the kind of kid we want under center leading this offense, and can't wait to see how he gets going tonight as we are set for kickoff. The Purple Dogs, the Bulldogs, what have you, ready to boot it away. And here we go, 2025 Cabot Panther football is underway, kicking a bounce. Inside the 10, picked up and returned. Let's see here. Big pile up right there. The return was by Jalen Hart. They're going to ride Jalen all the way to the sideline there. There we go, Jalen Hart. And our Panthers, 1st and 10. We don't have the ball on the screen, but we're going to eyeball it here. We'll see where the officials set it down here. Exactly, what about the 27 or so right there? 27-yard line. I got it right. 27, 1st and 10. Here we go. Just underway. Maddox McCrory shaking the official's hand there. He's back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. We have also a receiver in the slot, and it's Cooper Powell standing beside Maddox, and Cooper Powell going to get the first touch of 2025. Nothing doing right there. Purple Dog defense with great pressure, closing up the gap right there. Jax Tidwell led the charge for the Purple Dogs. Our PA announcer helping me out with that one right there. Pretty familiar with our Cabot Panthers, but it's going to take a second to get used to these Purple Dogs. So here we go. No gain. 2nd down. Once again, Maddox, Cooper Powell set to his left, going in motion. Empty backfield. Maddox going over the middle. Pass is complete to number 12, Bentley Harrell, and Bentley Harrell brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. A big pickup right there. Nice throw and catch. That's the Maddox McCrory we all know and love right there. Great throw, great catch by Bentley Harrell as well. And that's going to move the chains for us. Our first down of the year. So here we go. It's going to be a lot of firsts tonight.
Like I said before, strike fast, strike hard.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Early and often, right?
Early and often. They let him release on the inside and wide open. They don't get much easier than that, Mitch.
That's right. All right, here we go. Cooper Powell set to the right of Maddox McCrory. He's out of the shotgun. A little motion from the top of the screen. That's Aeneas Arnold, I believe, fakes the handoff and going to throw it out to Cooper Powell out in the flat. He's going to get down inside the red zone down to about the 10-yard line right there. And that's going to be another Cabot Panther first down. We're moving it right now. I like this. Great offense going right here. Maddox looking to the sideline, looking for the play. We got broadcasting senior Cannon Highfield down on our up-top camera for us tonight, doing a great job. So far, so good. Also, so far, so good for our Panthers. Here we go. Once again, Maddox out of the gun. We're going to see the gun all night tonight. Both of these teams are going to run a lot of spread offense. Cooper Powell faking the handoff. And that's, I believe, going to be number 14. That is Aiden Tatum. Nice grab. Already we've seen a variety of players catch the football, and that's certainly encouraging that Maddox has some playmakers out there, skill position players that can kind of help him spread the football around here. So, ball on the 10.
And it makes you think, Mitch, that Coach Reed has a plan to spread the ball out at the beginning of the game.
Right.
Everybody involved.
Definitely getting the Purple Dogs, getting them on their heels early here. All right, once again, Maddox, we're on the far hash. Maddox looking over the middle. He snaps it in there. Incomplete. Once again, he was going for Aiden Tatum right there. Maddox just trying to thread the needle there, trying to split a couple of defenders. This Fayetteville defense is pretty darn tough. I tell you what, they have Brody Jones. He's a cornerback. He had 51 tackles, 4 interceptions last year. And then Kendrick Williams is a safety. So they are definitely pretty deep in their secondary. Kendrick Williams is also an Arkansas commit. So a lot of D1 players for these Bulldogs, both on offense and defense, D1 prospects, that is. Maddox, little audible maybe here, looking at the sideline, getting the play from Coach Reed. Coach Reed in his 6th season at Cabot. Off to a good start so far. Maddox, flags on the play, top of your screen. Official coming down. Let's see what our white hat official says here. Got Cannon Highfield. He's got it zoned in. Of course, we're going to see the back of the official. but there's our penalty on the play. This mic's not working. Offsides against the Fayetteville Purple Dogs. That's going to march them the wrong way here. Panthers on the 5-yard line now. 3rd and 5. Of course, we know we have pretty good kicker, so we'll see what we can do here. Be nice to get 6, though.
It would be. But we do have Dean Heyer, and he's a weapon.
That's right. Once again, a little motion. I believe that's Aeneas Arnold. Here comes Maddox. He's bootlegging to the right. He's going to keep it, tuck, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cabot Panthers. Red and black and white getting in the end zone first here. Our Cabot Panthers taking the early lead, 6-0. Great run by Maddox. Great improvision right there to tuck it, take it, and stroll on into the end zone. Once again, I said, he's tough as an old rubber boot, man. We need him to be tough, to be aggressive, to be our leader. And that's Dean Heyer with the extra point, and our Cabot Panthers up 7-0 early on, off to a pretty good start here.
Well, you can tell that was a scripted drive, Mitch.
Yeah.
Coach Reed definitely had some people he wanted to get the ball in their hands, and then you see the elusiveness of Maddox McCrory there at the end. They looked like they had him, they couldn't get their hands on him, and he slipped loose and got in for 6.
Well, so far he's a two-edged sword here. He's a dual threat. His passes are looking great so far, and obviously he's able to tuck it and run as well. So off to a good start on offense. 7-0 Cabot, 9:23 remaining here in our first quarter of play. Great night for football. Starting to cool off now. That sun is slowly drifting behind the press box. We're on the visitor side. We wanted to be over here tonight with our fans, and we are here. Kickoff team on the field.
No pyrotechnics for that score.
That's right. We're not going to hear them when we score. All right. So we got Dean Heyer going to boot it away from the 40 here. All right. Sorry for the delay there. Here's Dean to boot it away. Going to kick from the right hash. Sky high kick. Going to be returned about the 10. Pretty good return out across the 30, 35, almost to the 40. Kenyon Johnson on the return there. And now we're going to get to see this Fayetteville Purple Dog offense. And again, our man we're looking for here is Hank Hendricks. Again, he transferred in from San Antonio, Texas, threw for over 4,000 yards, 52 touchdowns as a sophomore in Texas high school football. And he transfers to Fayetteville for his junior season. And like I said, Arkansas, the Razorbacks, obviously interested in this young man, as well as Notre Dame. That's what Coach Reed told me yesterday. I had a little conversation with him about some of Fayetteville's weapons, and he indicated that this Notre Dame is hot on the trails of Mr. Hank Hendricks. We're going to see him. A couple of other big players on offense for the Purple Dogs. Katavian Taylor will be one of Hendricks' prime targets at wide receiver. And then running back Caleb Johnson. But the Purple Dogs come out with empty backfield, little motion to the backfield, and that is going to be Caleb Johnson in motion right there. Little option play, end around. This is number 12. Nice run right there across the 30, up and across the 40 for Kenyon Johnson. Kenyon Johnson, I believe, also returned that kick with a couple of touches of the football already tonight. So here we go. That's Hank Hendricks, number 3.
Hank Hendricks pass complete to Katavian Taylor. Bronson Alessandro and Logan Jackson on the tackle. That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
All right, here's Hank Hendricks going to hand it off to Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson with a nice pickup right there.
Caleb Johnson. Jalen Hart made the tackle. That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
All right, sorry, we're having technical issues here. We're going to work this out. We have, once again, Hank Hendricks, empty backfield, 2 receivers at the top, trips at the top, rather, 2 receivers at the bottom. Hank Hendricks rolling out. That, I believe, was to Katavian Johnson, incomplete, a little bit overthrown there. That's going to bring.
Defending on the play. Pass was incomplete. Bring up second down at 10.
Sorry, Mike went out there. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, ball on the 28 for the Purple Dogs. That's Hendricks throwing it out, pass complete to Charles Whitlow. We got a couple of Fayetteville has a lot of double numbers. They have 3 number 5s, so it's going to take me a second. I'm just going to kind of wait for the PA announcer when I see a double number here, a little confusing. All right, Hank Hendricks, once again, 4 receivers split out to the right, and 1 receiver at the bottom of the screen. Hendricks rolling out. Little screen play right there. That's number 5, and that's Whitlow again, I believe. Into the end zone, 4-6 right there. Purple Dogs cutting the lead to 1. 7-6, Charles Whitlow with the reception from Hank Hendricks, and just like that, the Purple Dogs up and down the field, into the paint, and we are an extra point away from a tie game tonight. Hendricks still on the field here. And there we go. They're just playing a little mind game with us. They're, of course, going to kick the extra point here. Act like they were going to do like some kind of swinging gate play there, but just faking us out. Going to settle in for the extra point.
Well, I think I'm back, Mitch.
Okay, buddy, there you are. Ethan Farthing with the extra point. It is up and good, and we are tied at 7 with 7:46 remaining here in our first quarter. Had a little audio issue with Andy's mic, but I think they might even been able to hear you over my mic. I think maybe a little bleed over, hopefully.
I feel like I had some interesting morsels there.
You did.
That everybody could have missed.
You did. Hopefully, you guys heard just a little bit of that, maybe through my mic at least. Okay, brand new ball game, tied at 7-all here. Again, 7:46, first quarter. Our Panthers going to get their second shot on offense here, second series of the night. The first one was a great series, driving down after the kickoff. Maddox looking pretty sharp, both with his arm and his leg. And here we go. Set for Fayetteville's second kickoff of the night. Back to receive for our Panthers will be Jalen Hart, and this one is going to actually go to Aeneas Arnold. Aeneas Arnold across the 20, going to run into a pile, and he's still on his feet. Great run right there, just across the 35 to about the 36, 37-yard line. 7 minutes, 37 seconds. Panthers coming back out on offense for their second series. Ball going to be marked at the 36. So, couldn't tell. Thought it's 36, 37 there. Official's going to mark it at the 36. Nose of the football on the 36. Our offense going to come out. Maddox going to lead the way here. Cooper Powell also coming out, and Aeneas Arnold. Aiden Tatum, all names that we heard in that first drive, and we'll see as they get rolling here again. Maddox, once again out of the gun, a little motion from Tatum. Pass over the middle to Bentley Harrell. Another grab for Bentley Harrell. Maddox looking pretty sharp tonight. Maybe just one overthrow early on, but everything else has been spot on and on the money. So that's certainly great. We're going Receiver to the top, twins to the bottom. Cooper Powell always in the backfield. Maddox going to keep this one. Defense had that read pretty well. Snuffed it out.
Maddox McCrory, tackle for loss by Jax Tidwell.
Jax Tidwell making the tackle for the Bulldogs. I know you can probably hear the PA announcer.
It's third down.
All right. Very important right here. Possession down for the Panthers. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 43. Need to pick up these 3 yards, keep this drive going.
Yeah, and that middle has been open. That we've hit a few passes right there short in the middle.
Yeah. Close, hard to tell. We're going to have to see how the officials spot this one. Cooper Powell running it up the middle there. Pound for pound, one of the toughest around. Cooper Powell pounding it up the middle right there. They're going to say we're short, Andy. Bringing up 4th and 1, ball on the 45. Golly, that's got to be less than a yard, I think. That's got to be inches right there. Direct snap, Cooper Powell getting it. He puts his head down, keeps his leg drive going, and he's out across the 50. And we are in purple dog territory. Nice run right there by Cooper Powell. Great run by Cooper Powell right there. Seems to be pretty healthy, Andy. Like he told me the other day, he's feeling like he's healthy.
Yeah, and that's what we were really missing last year. We didn't have any way to spell Keegan Vest.
Yeah.
And having Cooper this year will be a big plus for our team.
A little motion from Cannon Moore right there. Maddox back to pass. Little hand grabbing maybe going on right there. That was intended for Aiden Tatum. And we do have a flag on play. I didn't see the flag. I was looking for the flag.
Well, the near referee called
is.
it from behind. He threw that flag from behind the play.
Okay. Flag down on the 20 right there. I see it now.
But it looked like clear interference.
Oh, yeah, a lot of hand grabbing going on there, so to speak. Offense looking to the sideline. Checking in with Coach Reed for the play here. Holding is the call on the defense.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call, Mitch. I mean,
yeah.
When that receiver is trying to separate after that 5-yard initial contact, they're not supposed to have their hands on them.
Right. All right, so ball on the 37, brand new set of downs, 1st and 10. And here come our Panthers. Marching down the field once again, 2nd series, so far so good. That's Braden Davenport on the carry. That's Braden Davenport's first carry of the year, I do believe. Nice pickup there. Just a short little pickup, if any. 2 yards. Just over 5 minutes left here. 5 minutes, about 10 seconds or so left in our first quarter of play. Ball on the 34. Game tied at 7. Maddox. And we still have Braden Davenport in there. He's to the right of Maddox. Maddox fakes it to him, and that is some great pressure right there by that Purple Dog defense. That is number 16, Blake Johnson. I'm sorry, Cole Mobley. Cole Mobley. If I'll just listen to the PA announcer, I'll get it right, won't I, Andy? They have multiple numbers. They have players with multiple numbers on here, so it's somewhat of a guess sometimes for me.
Well, they must have a big team just like us.
Yes. All right. Another 3rd down. This 3rd and 18. Ball on the 44-yard line. Be nice to pick this up. We have 4 receivers at the bottom of the screen here, 1 at the top. And that's who Maddox was looking to, but it looks like that's Aeneas Arnold up there. But it looks like there was he got a little caught up over there. Maybe ran into the defender, couldn't or was unsure of the route. There's a little miscommunication going on right there. That's going to bring up 4th down for us here. Coach Reed out on the field, out to the numbers to talk to his offense. Oh. There we go. Okay, so there was an illegal formation.
This is going to be a really short 4th down now. From 4th and 18 to it looks like it's going to be about 4th and What does that look like to you? About 4 or 5?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what they mark it on the board here, the official spot. Andy and I don't have a spotter tonight. We're just eyeballing it. 3rd and 3.
Winging it, as they say.
We're winging it.
Winging it.
We're winging it. We do have students here with us tonight. I know in the past we've had student broadcasters. We're working on that. Andy and I are just getting starting the season out tonight. Been a minute since I've done some play-by-play, but you're first time and you're doing pretty good.
This is first time ever. I'm just trying to fill a gap temporarily to get this thing going, get this season started.
Cabot taking the time out right here. They want to talk it over.
Well, in 3rd and 3, Mitch, looks a lot better than 3rd and 18.
Yeah.
I've been trying to switch to him whenever I see him pointing at them, but not a lot of it works.
All right, so we got our timeout here. Going to regroup. We're going to catch our breath. We set this our broadcast up tonight. Took us a little bit longer, but we got it all set up, and we're here for you.
Well, we do it for all of you.
That's right.
We're trying to set a higher bar this year with more cameras, bringing more students, trying to do a few more things for all people that can't come up to Fayetteville and want to watch from Cabot.
I see I have 9 text messages, and when I look at them, it's probably going to be Andy's audio is not working, but we got it fixed now. Okay.
Everybody wants to hear Andy, Mitch.
So there we go. Absolutely. Third and 3. That's going to be Maddox up the middle.
That's going to be close.
Yeah. Put his head down. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Cooper Powell.
It looks like that's enough, Mitch. Looks like it's enough.
All right, first down. Panthers on the 29-yard line. 4 minutes, 1 second. 4 minutes exactly now left here in our first quarter of play. Shuffling some players in and out is Coach Reed and our offense here. Coach Reed said this team has just a great attitude, and he was hoping it would translate over tonight, and so far, so good. Maddox out to Cooper Powell. Cooper across the 20, down across the 30, and out of bounds inside the red zone. Far sideline from us. We'll see exactly where they mark him at. It's like ball on the 12-yard line.
Either way, that's another first down, Mitch.
That's right. We are certainly moving the chains tonight. That's positive. That is positive.
Well, and I think Coach Reed knows that this is going to be a shootout tonight.
Oh,
For
yeah.
us to stay in this game, we're going to have to score points.
That's right. Maddox fake to Cooper Powell. Oh, my gosh, intercepted by the Purple Dogs. Maddox trying to throw it over the middle, and that is picked off by Will Caston. Will Caston, the linebacker for Fayetteville, with the interception, and he returns it back to the 40-yard line of Cabot right there. And the Purple Dogs are back in business with a little under 3.5 minutes left here in our first quarter.
Well, now we give the defense a chance to get a big stop.
Right. Actually, I think they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, I believe, right there, Andy. So here's Hank Hendricks coming out of the gun. He's going to have Caleb Johnson to his left, 2 receivers at the bottom, twins at the top as well. Hand off to Caleb Johnson, and he has room to run. Going to get it across midfield, across the 50, down to about the 48, 47, 48 or so. And the Bulldogs are in Cabot Panther territory here. Ball on the 48, 1st and 10, new set of downs. Once again, it's Hendricks snapping for the football. Going, oh, wow. Overshot his receiver. Receiver looked like he stopped on the route. A couple of Panthers in the area, but the pass too high.
Well, and that was really affected by Logan Jackson. He had a great shot on the quarterback and really made that quarterback throw the ball before he wanted to.
Great pressure right there by Logan Jackson, indeed. Sun is just about behind the press box. That's going to make it nice for our camera, but tell you what, we've had some great camera work tonight. So Cannon Heifel, senior broadcasting student, doing a great job again. Here's Hank Hendricks. Going to swing it out. And that is Catavian Taylor. Big wide receiver, had a big year last year. Again, around 700 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. Back for his senior season. He's also getting some consideration and some looks from some D1 colleges around. Here's Hendricks. Handoff to Johnson. Johnson bounces it outside the numbers. He is down the sideline. He's across the 10, and he is into the end zone. And that is going to put the Purple Dogs back up in this one, 13-7. Of course, the extra point to follow here. And they have this new thing they do here at Fayetteville where they flicker the lights. If it looks like the camera is flickering, pay no attention to that. It's not lightning. They have pyro here. Their stadium lights flash when they score. They do a bunch of tricks. So,
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
There's the extra point up through the uprights.
We don't like to see that stuff around here.
That's right. We hope not to hear fireworks, and we hope not to see them nor see the lights flashing on the stadium lights here on the poles. Extra point up and good by Ethan Farthing. And we're going to get our third series coming up here on offense after the kickoff. Again, about 2.5 minutes here in the first quarter. 14-7. A lot of football left. Nothing's out of reach just yet, Andy.
Yeah, and we've looked really good. Other than that one misstep and miscommunication with the interception, we've really looked pretty good.
And I believe this is going to be Ethan Farthing. Got to make sure I say that slow. Ethan Farthing going to kick off here for the Fayetteville Purple Dogs, who lead 14-7. Again, about 2.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Been a pretty quick, fast-paced first quarter, I'd say. Both teams moving it well on offense. Here's the kick. You're going to go to Aeneas Arnold back a few steps into the end zone, and we're going to take the touchback and bring the football out. And we'll see what Coach Reed has dialed up here this series. So far, we've seen a pretty good mix of running football and passing football, both effective.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And we've loved having Cooper Powell back.
That's right. Cooper Powell's been running hard. As I said earlier, pound for pound, he's one of the toughest guys around. We need him. Offense coming out onto the field with the aforementioned Cooper Powell. Maddox McCrory leading us out. Aeneas Arnold going to be at the top of your screen. Hayden Tatum down at the bottom. We actually have twins down at the bottom. Little motion coming across, and the handoff's going to go to Cooper Powell, and he is met in the backfield. A couple of Bulldogs converging for the tackle right there.
Powell on the carry, tackled forced out of bounds by Jimmy Helton.
Shoving him out of bounds. And one of the Fayetteville Purple Dogs is down. That's going to be number 4. The question is, which number 4 is it? I'm going to say it's Kendrick Williams. Kendrick Williams, again, the Arkansas commit. Hopefully he's okay. Even though they are our rivals on the field tonight, certainly we want an injury-free ball game. We want these kids to get out here, play the game, have fun, stay healthy, right?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Injury on the field gives our offense time to talk it over here. Going to be 2nd and 13. Ball on the 17-yard line.
And I almost thought from our angle that he had fought his way back to the line of scrimmage, but
yeah,
apparently I was mistaken.
We've got a pretty good angle here on the visitor side. We're a little lower than the press box across the way. Camera angle's looking pretty good so far. Some good camera work by our student broadcasters. Brought a few of them with us tonight. We're going to meet, or I'll introduce you to them as they jump on each camera and do some work. Again, we have Caden Shells down on the field. We'll try to take maybe a little bit later some shots from Caden Shells. Kendrick Williams being helped across the field. Going across the numbers now on the far sideline, heading over to Fayetteville side over there, and we are set. Offense, defense, both just waiting on the officials' whistle right here. And there we get it. Maddox all alone in the backfield here. 4 receivers. Man, we've seen this a couple of times tonight where both teams have as many as 4 receivers to one side here. There's pass over the middle.
And we got a flag on the field too, Mitch.
That's complete to Cooper Powell, but as Andy said, we have a flag. And we have another purple dog down on the field. This is number 14. And they have 2 14s. It's going to be defensive lineman Chris Anderson. So we have a timeout, officials timeout for the injury on the field. And what was the call right there?
That's defensive hold.
Okay. Defensive holding. I was a little enamored with the injury right there, and I was looking at some names and numbers here.
Well, and while we have a little bit of a break here, not to talk over an injury, but I want to put a little shout out for Sky PBX, who has supplied a Starlink internet connection for us so we can stream this year. I know we've had some problems in the past with internet connectivity at different locations, and we shouldn't have that problem this year. And shout out to them for getting us some help with that. Yes,
Certainly our internet is great tonight. That's one thing we haven't had a problem with. We had a little audio issue, but everything smooth sailing so far. And we're getting the player off the field. He's being helped off the field. Again, I believe that is going to be Chris Anderson. Chris Anderson, injured on the plays, helped off the field, and out comes our offense. Looks like we're going to have Aeneas Arnold, very top of your screen. Cooper Powell in the backfield. Maddox back to pass, looking over the middle. Throw into a bunch right there, kind of crowded bunch of players. 2 Panthers, 3 Purple Dogs. And that was intended for Bentley Harrell. Incomplete, just a bit overthrown. Good thing was incomplete, not interception, certainly. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 right here. Coach Reed going with the deep ball right there.
It looks like we had a little ineligible receiver downfield for on the Panthers for a 5-yard step off.
Thank you for catching that, Andy. Here we go. Again, we see that 4 receiver to the top of the screen look. 1 receiver at the bottom. Maddox alone in the backfield, taking the snap. Looking to Cooper Powell, who is wide open. Cooper Powell across the 30, across the 20, and he is dragged down inside the 15-yard line. Nice pass play right there. I mean, Cooper Powell was as open as the bank on a Monday morning at 8:01, right? I mean, he was wide open right there.
Well,
Tell you what.
That was schemed really well. I mean, Coach Reed definitely has some things that he wants to do tonight, and they're moving the ball. I mean, they're moving the ball. The score's close. Barring 1 interception, this is a tie game.
That's right. Minute and a half remaining here in our first quarter. Maddox, play fake, over the middle, and that is Aeneas Arnold. Aeneas Arnold with his first touchdown grab of the season. Great strike right there. I tell you what, Maddox, you take out that 1 interception and maybe a couple of missed passes there, maybe a couple of overthrows, and he's had a great night throwing the ball.
We look good. We are moving the ball. We look very good tonight. Well prepared. We look well prepared tonight.
Here comes our favorite kicker, Dean Heyer. Favorite senior kicker, I should say. Going to boot it through the uprights, and that will tie this ball game up at 14 all. Minute 25 remaining. great drive right there. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, and I love the 5 wide receiver look. I think it's catching Fayetteville off guard.
Yeah.
And they're isolating that one receiver on that one side.
Well, what's interesting is, last night I was at the junior high North football game. They played Little Rock Christian, and it looked like both teams were running this. Everybody runs the spread, right? And they look so familiar, so similar to each other, right? And it's kind of same thing here. We got these spread offenses. They look similar, and I guess what it really comes down to is, which playmakers are going to show up. Who has the best playmakers here, right? Because very similar offense, very similar scheme. Both teams are very talented. And then, I think that's why we find ourselves in a 14-14 tie right now. We'll see which one of these offenses can emerge and which one of these defenses can put the brakes on here.
Yeah, and that's the trick. What we need right now is some defensive playmakers to step up and get a big stop right here at the end of the first quarter.
Right. Okay. Lucas Blaylock. Lucas Blaylock is a great kid, great student. He's a Hope Squad member, and he's also a member of HOSA, very involved at Cabot High School. He kicks it into the end zone for a touchback. Lucas Blaylock doing the kicking duties right there. Again, great young man. Saw him the other day at Media Day. Going to bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Purple Dogs will take over after the touchback here. I think I finally stopped sweating. Did you stop sweating?
Man, it was a long setup tonight, Mitch.
We are outside in the elements tonight. No cover, no press box. We're just out here on the visitor side. We want to be over here with our fans tonight, and here we are. So far, so good.
And we want you at home to see the game like you would see it if you were here.
That's right. Good point. Hank Hendricks rolling out through the hands of the receiver. That's number 11, Jaden Nicholson. Going to bring up 2nd and 10, ball on the 20, incomplete pass. Hank Hendricks, we'll see what he has in store. Again, to the air, this time complete. And that is, again, Katavian Taylor.
That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
Fayetteville moving the chains again. Katavian Taylor. Again, another highly sought after, highly watched recruit this season. Senior for the Bulldogs. There's snap. Hendricks, ball on the ground. Looked like he was trying to work his way up to the pocket, maybe still trying to pass, just trying to move forward in the pocket. And when he did, football just hit the ground, and I had a little flashback of the Arkansas-Tennessee game back in the 90s when Clint Sterner just set the ball down on the ground. That's what it looked like. He just
It looked like it.
kind of just set it down on the ground there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 17, ball on the 41. Hendricks getting out of the shotgun, clapping his hands together for the snap. Swinging that top of your screen across the 50. And that's Jaden Nicholson again. Busy night for Jaden Nicholson. Kind of looks like they've got a receiver weapons, on both either side of the formation here with those two receivers. Here's Hendricks. Again, with the clap. That ball was tipped, deflected, incomplete. Great defense. Didn't see who blocked that.
They've been getting pressure on this drive, Mitch.
Yeah. It's going to bring up 4th down. Again, Purple Dogs just across midfield, and they're going to punt it away. Smart choice here. Aiden Tatum back to receive. Aiden Tatum's caught a few balls tonight. Very active.
That's not a very good kick.
Wobbly, short kick. Did get some roll out of it. Across the 20, maybe down to the 17 or so. that's going to bring it into our first quarter. We are tied at 14-all here at Harmon Stadium in Fayetteville. Finally, that sun has gone behind the clouds. Overcast night, very not hot, not cold, just like the porridge, easy for me to say. Just about right tonight. Great game so far. Super proud of our Panthers. Great showing in the first quarter. Coach Reed, I know earlier this week, local TV station came and interviewed Coach Reed and a few of our players and did a story about season preview for the Panthers. And, you know, he said this team has a great attitude. They have a lot of fight, and it's just all about getting out here tonight and just showing that, fighting, having that heart, having that great character. And they're showing it right now. I mean, if you're a Cabot Panther fan, you certainly have to be pleased with what you've seen so far. I mean, this Fayetteville team, you know, Hootens, this is a top 10 matchup when it comes to Hootens as far as their rankings for this week. The Bulldogs are third and we're sixth. So top 10 matchup tonight, and it looks every bit like it so far. Start of the second quarter. Here's Maddox floating around in the pocket. Incomplete. Intended for Mason Hutchinson. Christopher Fowler, I'm sorry, 31, not 30. Christopher Fowler. Blame it on my eyesight there. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 17. So far, so good. Just one series tonight that the Panthers offense stalled, and that was off an interception up the middle. Boy, and that's 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you've ever seen it. I tell you what. Cooper Powell with the carry. Going to pick up a few. Ball on the 19. 3rd and 8 is what our scoreboard says. Our game clock. Panthers shuffling in some players on offense right here. Aeneas Arnold coming in. He's headed out wide right.
We certainly could use a big 3rd down conversion right here, Mitch.
That's right. We'll see what we draw up right here. Oh, I tell you what, Aeneas Arnold, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera or not, but he was wide open. Ball just tipped by a Fayetteville defender right there. But, man, if that ball would have just got through, Aeneas Arnold would have had nothing but green grass in front of him right there. He could have just easily strolled for maybe even all the way back to pay dirt right there. He was wide open. Good job by the Fayetteville defense to get up and tip that football. 11 minutes, 10 seconds, tie ball game. We are on the hill, as I like to say, Fayetteville, Arkansas. First night of the 2025 high school football season, week 0. Return, pushed out of bounds, and that is Catavian Taylor. He's caught a few passes tonight. A few returns, very active young man for Fayetteville's offense, special teams, big part of what they like to do. Fayetteville in their purple uniforms and black pants, and our Panthers with the road white tops and the red bottoms. Looking sharp. I kind of like that look. It's got a little black trim on it too. Nice look.
I love the fit, as I say.
Yeah. If you're a uniform nut, you got to love it, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's Hank Hendricks again. He's got Caleb Johnson flanked to his right here, and then we've got 3 receivers going over the middle. This is a foot race. What a grab, I must say. Nice grab, great throw by Hank Hendricks right there, and a great grab on the other end. That's down inside the 5-yard line for the Purple Dogs, and just like that, they are in striking distance again. First down on the play, big gain. That shows you some of Hank Hendricks' arm strength right there. Headed down to the end zone where the Fayetteville High School Band is located. The Fayetteville High School Band, again, been very active tonight. Here's Hendricks out of the pistol. He's got Johnson standing directly behind him, but there's a flag on the play.
Panthers are pointing at the offensive line.
Yeah. False start it is. Andy saw it.
I just
back.
believe in our players out there pointing across the line, right?
They know. Helping the officials out.
Yeah.
It's nice of them.
Wouldn't want them to miss it.
You know, you always hear that we have well-mannered, great kids at Cabot High School. That's just another example of that, right?
Cabot is a great place to be.
Helping out the officials. Here's Johnson, handoff. Man, I tell you what,
got loose.
he's a little pinball. He kind of reminds me of a Barry Sanders type, how he just bounced off the defenders, pinballed his way into the end zone right there. And once again, Fayetteville back on top. It's been seesaw, back and forth. You know, I thought when the turnover happened, the interception, I thought that, you know, might slow us down a little bit, but we went right back down, kept our heads held high, go back down and score, and we can do the same again. Still a lot of football left in this one. On to kick. Purple Dog's going to add the extra point, make it a 7-point game. Up and through the uprights. Almost hit the tuba player on the top row. All right, kick up and good. 10-14 remaining here in our second quarter play from Harmon Field. Tell you what, they got a pretty good environment here. I like it.
They do, and they've got a lot of new buildings at Harmon Field. It's a really nice facility.
Yeah, nice new. I guess that's an alumni type building. Maybe the field house down there in the end zone. It looks nice. They're always hospitable when we come here. Great people, willing to help us out. Fans seem pretty nice as well to our fans. So,
that's why you keep them separated, Mitch.
Yeah, just in case, right?
They're on that side.
Just
right?
in case, right?
Yeah, just in case.
High kick, going to be fielded about the 5-yard line. Big hit right there, big collision. Just over the 20, between the 20 and the 25, about the 23-yard line. And that was Cooper Powell with the return. Cooper Powell is not afraid of contact. He is not going to shy away from it. Whether he's running the ball or working on special teams, returning kicks. Offense coming out onto the field.
Cabot starts 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Ball on the 23. Maddox. Strutting out. Braden Davenport to his right. We got a Neas Arnold at the bottom of the screen, caught the last touchdown. And that is going to Braden Davenport. Braden Davenport, I guess, looking to be a compliment to Cooper Powell, kind of a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and like I was saying last year, that really hurt us. We had Keegan Vest, and then we had a slew of receivers coming in after, but we really could have used Cooper Powell as a secondary back last year.
Yeah. Here's Maddox. Defense looks like they're bringing the pressure here. They are indeed. Maddox, little shovel pass. Oh, my goodness. Picked off and returned for 6. Pick 6 by Will Caston, the linebacker, the junior linebacker. Stepped across, stepped right in front of that shovel pass, picked it off, taking it back to the house right there.
27 yards.
Yeah, and Maddox saw him open there, and that linebacker just jumped right in front. He was open for a second, and then he wasn't.
Just a real instinctive play by the defender right there, by the linebacker, Caston. He just stepped right in front of that football, and of course it was, smooth sailing from there, wide open field. Taking it into the purple paint here at Harmon Field. And that's going to, barring the extra point here, and it's up, it's good. And that makes it a 2-possession game. Oh, no good. Sorry. There we go. I need to wait on the officials to make their motion, don't I?
I think he was really wanting to hit that tuba player again.
Yeah.
Kick is no good.
Kick is no good, so still a 2-possession game, 27-14. The score, 9.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, and that Will Caston, number 7, he has been all over the place. He's responsible, I think, for both interceptions and a tipped ball that have really impacted the game.
Yeah. I don't have any, no scouting report on Caston as far as anything from Hootens or any of our local media. Coach Reed didn't mention him. He did mention the two defensive backs to me in a conversation, but Caston certainly their defensive player of the game thus far.
Yeah, he has really been the kryptonite tonight, unfortunately.
Speaking of kryptonite, Aeneas Arnold looking to be Superman right here. Nice return.
Aeneas Arnold on the return.
Aeneas Arnold across the 20.
Jimmy Helton made the tackle. Mike Stout and Spence Palladino also in on the stop.
And our offense going to try to come out, shake off that interception there. Try to get the momentum again here. Still nothing to be worried about just yet. Plenty of time, plenty of football left. A lot of time here. Just got to get back in our rhythm, get back in our flow.
Yeah, this is the time for a good drive, for sure.
Here's Maddox clapping for the snap. Handoff. A couple of yards maybe. Braden Davenport again on the run.
And Spence Palladino.
Front line of Fayetteville doing a pretty good job tonight.
But we got to get back to moving the ball. You know, we moved the ball really well first 2 or 3 drives.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back to some of that.
3-man front, and that front is moving around quite a bit there for Fayetteville. A lot of shuffling. Here's Maddox, back to pass. Swings it out, cross field, across the 30-yard line. Big throw and catch right there. That was to number 48, who is Nate Fitch. We have an injury.
Charlie Garton.
Timeout for the injury here. Cabot with 2 timeouts. Speaking of timeouts, 2 timeouts left. Fayetteville has yet to use a time.
And that was a good throw by Maddox. He was patient. Nothing was open. And then he waited, and his tight end came open, and he found the open man.
Yeah. Throwing back across the, to the numbers there. Showing some good snap in his, good spiral, good snap in his football.
And we almost picked up that first down. So
yeah,
we're really close. This should be an interesting third down.
Yeah.
Third and short.
Yep. Third and a couple. Ball on the 31. Fayetteville defensively doesn't look terribly big to me. A lot of stocky, shorter players on the defensive line, but I tell you what, they're
moving.
They are. They are certainly moving. A lot of shifting right there across the defensive line.
Some movement by somebody.
Yeah, flag on the play. It's going to be against Fayetteville. I can tell that based on our applause from our fans. Pretty good turnout tonight from our fans.
2 flags on the field.
We always travel pretty well. Yep, a couple of flags. One in the backfield, one over here on the side from the official.
Well, and I think that second flag was for some extracurriculars down
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Necessary roughness. Defense, number 38, 15-yard penalty. Result will be a first down.
All right, so we had a false start and then a little misconduct there on the defense. So it's going to help us out there.
I think that second one was the one that the fans were getting excited about. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
First down, Cabot.
I think so. A little extracurricular activity going on there. Here comes the offense back out. Maddox bringing up the caboose there. Again, there's that 4 receiver look to the right. Aeneas Arnold at the bottom of the screen. Oh, thought he had it. Pass over the middle, wide open.
Roy's pass intended for
Number 11, Cannon Moore, in and out of his hands. 8.5 minutes left, a little less than 8.5 minutes left here in our second quarter of play. 27-14, Purple Dogs.
Man, that ball was a little hot, Mitch, but, man, when that thing hits your hands, that's what they always say, right? When they hit your hands, you got to catch it.
That's right. Well, like I said, I was talking about earlier, you know, Maddox with a good snap on his football, good spin, good spiral. It's looking good. He's throwing the ball really well tonight. Just a couple of hiccups, a couple of mishaps, but still so far so good. Throwing out to the right. A little bit overthrown. And that was intended for Aiden Tatum.
Christian Bailey defending on the play. Pass was incomplete.
Yeah, Mitch, I'm kind of waiting for him to come out tonight. You know, he ended the season really strong last year.
Yeah. A couple of nice grabs tonight already.
Yeah.
He's made a few catches tonight.
Yeah, but he's been kind of quiet so far in the second quarter. I mean, they had that scripted stuff at the beginning where they spread it around a little bit, but he's been pretty quiet.
Trying to draw him off sides here. Take their time. Cooper Powell moved over to the other side of Maddox. Maddox back to pass. Rolling out to the right. Going to tuck. Keep. Across midfield. Slides. About the 45-yard line. 44, 45-yard line.
They call that a business decision.
I agree.
Mitch.
I agree. Definitely got down on the ground. Nice slide. Maybe Maddox has played some baseball in his day. Looked like he was sliding into second base there. Yes, I know there's no second base here in football, right? Okay. So, here we are. 1st and 10, new set of downs. Panthers across midfield. Handoff going right. Pile up over there by the numbers. Outside of the hash. Right hash.
Tackled by Brody Jones and Will Caston.
And that's Davenport again. And he's getting some usage in the second quarter, and that's great.
I think his helmet came off. So he comes off the field. And Cooper Powell back in. Cooper Powell looking good. Got to keep him healthy. Got to keep Maddox healthy. Need all these skill players, all these receivers. Maddox shuffling a little left. Going back right, and he is sacked by guess who?
The kryptonite for tonight.
That's right. Number 7, Will Caston.
I
Once
bet.
again, so thus far, 2 interceptions. Pick 6. Maddox looking left, a little bit overthrown. Intended for number 11, Cannon Moore. That's another target to Cannon Moore. A little overthrown, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Ball just across the our own 45-yard line, so we will indeed punt it on 4th and 18.
Bulldogs, Kendrick Williams. Back to punt for the Panthers, Lucas Blaylock.
Here's our good buddy Lucas Blaylock, but before he can punt it away, Fayetteville going to take a timeout right here. It's their first of the night, first of the half.
Well, we got some scores on some 7A Central ball that's being played this evening. Right now, we've got Little Rock Christians up on El Dorado in the second quarter, 21-0. Jonesboro and Conway are knotted up at 14 in the second quarter. Looks like that's no score in any of the other games that is reported right now.
Right? Do you have a salt ball? Did you say salt ball?
I don't have anything on the salt ball. Are they playing it tonight or is that tomorrow?
The only thing I know is they're
it
playing in
says
Saline County this year. So
Yep, I think they're playing at Benton this year.
they are. I'm not ready to think about Brian just yet. Are you?
No.
I'm focused on the task at hand tonight, which is right now 27-14. Fayetteville up. Cabot with a couple of good scoring drives, though. Definitely some positive things going on with this offense. We just got to take care of the football. A couple of turnovers, but nothing we can't shake off. A lot of football left here. I know I'm kind of being a broken record about that, but here's Blaylock with the kick. Great kick. Great bounce. Got a good roll on it. Certainly a Cabot roll. Going to take it out around the 15 or so. Far sideline.
Punt fielded by Kendrick Williams.
Kendrick Williams on the return. 13-yard line, and that's where the Purple Dogs will take over. 13-yard line. Need our defense. Wouldn't it be nice if we could get a turnover?
Hey, I would like for them to start making some self-inflicted.
Yeah. Yep. What's your thoughts on Hank Hendricks?
He got an arm.
Yeah.
He's looked good back there.
Yeah. Got some weapons to go along with him. But I tell you what, the biggest thing has been Fayetteville's defense, really. Their defense has really rallied here and has them with the 2-possession lead here.
Caleb Johnson on the carry.
Caleb Johnson carrying it for the Purple Dogs. Ran outside. There are flags. We'll see what the white hat here has to say. It's going to be holding on the offense. Purple Dogs going backwards here. 6:19 left in our second quarter, first half. Season opener, week 0 of the 2025 season. So far, so good. Just got to make a stop right here. Big stand. 1st and 15. After the penalty.
That's a great opportunity, Mitch. Them backed up.
Oh, yeah.
First 15.
Oh, yeah.
Time to capitalize.
Oh, yeah. Snap. Hendricks bobbles it, picks it up. He's in the end zone. Throwing it across the middle. Incomplete. Pretty good coverage right there by our defense. No flags. Clean play.
And that's Carlos Lozano, and he had a great end of the season last year. Really stepped up. You know, this defense last year had no starting experience. You know, the year before we had a bunch of seniors. They all left, went their ways, and we had a bunch of green new players on defense. Now this year we have some experience.
Yeah, it's certainly showing so far. That's Hendricks throwing it out to the right, to the left there, across outside the numbers, brought to the ground. Going to bring up, let's see what the yardage is.
And Harrison Fry on the stop.
Third and about, what, 5-ish? 6.
They said the PA announcer said it was a 9-yard gain, 3rd and 6. Ball on the 17 here for the Purple Dogs. It's Hendricks again. Receiver to his left, or back to his left. Scrambling now. Going to tuck. 20. Across the 30. Pushed out of bounds.
That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
Panthers closing in, but not in enough time, and the Purple Dogs picking up the first down. 5:17 left. Here's Hendricks. This is Johnson up the middle. Brought down by Logan Jackson, number 7.
David Liddell and Logan Jackson on the tackle. Gain of 7 on the play. Bring up second down and 3.
7-yard gain. Nice tackle by Logan Jackson, bringing up 3rd and 3. Ball on the 37-yard line. Hendricks, one receiver to his left, 2 to his right, and of course Caleb Johnson standing in the backfield with him. Hendricks looking right, wide open is number 12, makes the grab. He's tripped up inside the 10-yard line. That was Kenyon Jackson with the grab. He's also another player, not on the scouting report, having a pretty big night for the Purple Dogs. Great catch there. Inside the 10, ball on the 7. Be 1st and goal from the 7. 4.5 minutes left. Fayetteville knocking on the door once again. Inside the 10. Rolling out. Pass complete. Brought down just short of the goal line. Pass was complete to number 9. That's the tight end, Cade Bright.
Lozano and Carter on the tackle. Gain of 5. Be second and goal, ball on the 2-yard line.
Purple Dogs now around the 2, 2nd and goal. Clock ticking away. 3:50 and change left. And there's the handoff to Johnson. This time, our defense swallowing up Johnson. Smothered. That's the word I was looking for. Smothered.
We've been waiting on that one.
Couple of Panthers clogging up the hole there. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 4. Big down right here, Andy. We shut them down here. We already know that their kicker missed the chip shot.
Yep, missed
extra point. So you never know. Got to hold him here, though. 3rd and 4. Hendricks trying to scramble. Nothing doing on that. Great stop by our defense.
Hendricks on the keeper, tackled by Logan Jackson.
Logan Jackson again leading the charge. He's made a couple of big plays on this drive. Despite Purple Dogs getting a big over-the-top throw and catch there to get down inside the 5. But since then, we've done a good job defensively. We, the Panthers, have shutting them down. Now we're going to go for the field goal here. Nothing to it, right, Andy? We'll see.
He made that one.
Up and good. We're going to make our score 30-14. Fayetteville with about a little under 3 minutes left here in our second quarter of play. The band, Fayetteville band, down in the end zone, getting set for their big halftime performance tonight.
Well, Mitch, that is exactly what we need out of Logan Jackson. So,
yeah.
Big stop, 3rd down, forcing the field goal. That's what we need.
Yeah, certainly.
We're still in this game.
Yeah. Still in this ball game. Far from over. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Fayetteville to kick. We got Jalen Hart, Aeneas Arnold back deep. See where they kick it here. It's going to be Jalen opening kickoff. We wanted the ball first. Opening kickoff. We wanted the ball first. And
scored.
Yeah.
Marched down, scored quick.
Cooper Powell in the backfield with Maddox McCrory. Clapping rather for the snap. I'll get it right soon. And that's going to be Powell, I believe, out to near the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Ball on the 37.
Gain of 8 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 2.
Here's Maddox. Handoff. Powell again going right. Flag on the play. Thrown in from the head official.
Tackled by Cade Rogers and C.J. Bailey. Flags on the play.
Usually when it comes from behind, Andy, usually means holding, right? We hope not.
We're going to hope it's not.
We're going to hope it's not, but usually. Yeah, holding on the offense, holding on the Panthers. It's going to move them back.
It takes away that big run by Cooper on 1st down.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 30. Looking at the sideline, relaying the play in. We got Maddox. Looking to the air, going to dump it to Cooper. Powell making a man miss across the 30, picking up a few. And we are under 2 minutes now here in our first half, second quarter. Bring up, what do you say, Andy? What?
8. I think
3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Maddox. He's got trips to the right, top of your screen. A little motion. Powell throws it to Aeneas Arnold. Good catch. Held on to it. Across the 35. Aeneas Arnold again with the grab. Under a minute and a half to go here.
Needed 8, got about 3, Mitch.
Yeah, going to bring up 4th and 4.
I think they were trying to get Aeneas free on some screen action out there and get him free to run, and it just didn't unfold that way.
Going to bring up 4th and 4. Lucas Blaylock back into punt. Blaylock waiting snap. I think we got a timeout. We do. We're going to take a timeout right here. Yep. We have 1 left in the half. Use 2 tonight. Just going to talk some things over here. And make sure we get the kick away. I think we're too risky to run some kind of fake here. What do you think? Maybe,
I don't know. Minute 21.
Maybe
they've been
try,
pretty explosive, Mitch.
Maybe
so
try to surprise them a little bit.
I think at this point, with this time left, we would rather them have to go the whole length of the field.
So boot it
but
away.
It sure would be nice to have 7 more points.
That's right. So boot it away. Andy votes for boot it away. I agree. Just want to take the time out, talk things over, make sure we got everything secured as we head into the half, and again, try to keep them off the board. Minute and 11 seconds. So
Bulldogs start 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Purple Dogs slow to come out, taking their time. Hank Kendricks in this offense will have 1 more crack at it here before the half, unless we get a turnover. And we sure hope our Panthers get a turnover right here. Incomplete pass, dropped. Looked like they were trying to set up some kind of screen. Kind of busted up there. Kenyon Johnson was the intended receiver. Kenyon Johnson again. Here's Hank Hendricks. Incomplete over the middle.
Hendricks pass intended for Kenyon Johnson.
Again, Kenyon Johnson, the intended target. Incomplete.
We may get this back, Mitch.
Yeah, we might. 3rd and 10 here. Minute left. Minute 1 second, actually. To be precise, to be exact. Hank Hendricks. With the clap. Checking the sideline. Maybe an audible. Going to change the play up a little bit here. Hendricks again. Set, ready to go. There's the snap. Hendricks looking over the middle. Wide open. That is number 11, Jaden Nicholson. Jaden Nicholson down to about the 20. That's another first down for the Purple Dogs right there, and that'll, of course, keep the drive alive. Under a minute now, 50 seconds left here in our second quarter. Got to stop them right here. Be nice to hold them. Go into the half with a nice defensive stand. Bobbled snap. Hendricks dumps it off. And that is Caleb Johnson.
Hank Hendricks pass complete to Charles Whitlow.
Charles Whitlow, I'm sorry.
Godwin made the tackle.
Charles Whitlow with the reception for the Purple Dogs. Ball going to be marked inside the 10, around the 8.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
1st and goal from the 8. Here's Hendricks. Hendricks looking left all the way. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the receiver. Top of your screen.
Hendricks pass intended for Charles Whitlow.
Again, going to Whitlow. Back-to-back plays. This one incomplete. 2nd and 8 from the 8. Need us to stand, to stop, shut down in the red zone right here would be nice for the Panthers. There's Hendricks. Rolling right, look left for a second, rolling back left now. Gonna just float it, throw it away. Gonna bring up third down. Got rid of it. No need to force anything when you're up 30-14. So he just throws it out of bounds. Whitlow was close on the play, around the vicinity of the throw, but it was definitely thrown out of bounds.
Ineligible downfield, number 70.
Oh, flag on the play.
5-yard penalty, replay second down.
Ineligible receiver downfield on number 5 for the Purple Dogs, and that is Charles Whitlow. Whitlow called for the ineligible downfield. That's going to push them back a little bit more. Going to be second down and 13. Ball on the 13.
It'll be third down.
Cabot's going to decline, bring up third down, and 8. So we're back where we started, just a loss of down for the Purple Dogs, 3rd and 8. Hendricks back to the sideline. Barking some signals. There's the snap. Over the middle, complete, touchdown. And that, again, is Whitlow. Charles Whitlow with the grab, streaking across the middle. Nice slant. Good throw, great catch. And the Purple Dogs are extending their lead, and the lights are flashing here. The train is sounding, and the Purple Dogs extend their lead. 36-14. We await the extra point. No. Going to go for 2. Hank Hendricks back in the gun, in the backfield, motion. Hendricks, incomplete, bounced it off the turf. So, 2-point conversion, no good. 36-14, our score with 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Fayetteville on top. And Cabot will at least get a chance at a kickoff return here. So, 36-14 again. Great night for football here in Fayetteville. Beautiful night, overcast. Sun's gone behind the clouds. Gone down, actually, for the night. Lights are on. Beautiful AstroTurf field here at Fayetteville. Great night for football. Just got to get the scoreboard right, Andy. You just got to get the scoreboard right. We're in it.
We are, and we really have been able to move the ball. They've slowed us down the last few drives, but we really shot ourselves in the foot there in the first quarter, into the first quarter, beginning the second quarter with those turnovers.
Yeah, two big turnovers. The difference really in this ball game. Certainly glad it's cool tonight. Haven't seen knock on wood. Haven't seen a lot of cramping and whatnot. Our players seem to be well conditioned.
Yeah, it is a great night for football. It's nice out after a hot several weeks.
Yeah.
It is nice tonight.
All right, Maddox with one more stab at it here before the one play. Clock ticking away. Maddox over the middle, and it is intercepted as the clock expires to end the first half. Well, we can say this. We've looked good at times on offense tonight. Our defense is playing tough, but a couple of costly turnovers, really the difference in this. 36-14, Purple Dogs up at the half here. Of course, we're going to see what, go to the locker room, talk it over, see what Coach Reed can draw up, regroup, come back out and try to bring our best effort again. Still a whole half of football left. Nothing set in stone yet. So let's take a break with them. I think we have some videos ready to play. We're going to check out some videos from our district. And we're going to rejoin you just before the half and try to have some scores and stats and whatnot as we take a break for a little bit. Enjoy these videos.
We've got grit, In the classroom.
And on the field.
We're making waves in here.
And out there.
We're thinkers.
Dreamers.
Innovators.
And doers.
And we're funny too.
We build robots.
Light up the stage.
And lead in our community.
Cabot Public Schools.
More than a school.
More opportunities.
More for every student.
Cabot Panthers.
We're glad you're here. Welcome back, Panthers. Welcome back, Panthers. Welcome back, Panthers. Welcome back, Panthers.
Welcome back, Panthers.
We're ready for the school year.
As I reflect on the last 25 years, it's about relationships and it's about making an impact, a positive impact on the people that we come into contact with. And you get to decide what that impact looks like for that young person that you're working with and the people that you're with. And really it all boils down to the power of the team. Every one of us plays a vital role in making that team successful. I'm humbled and I'm honored to be able to stand in the position that I do today in front of you and have the opportunity to talk to such a great group of educators. And I stand before you today as somebody who is a product of 25 years of Cabot Public Schools. There's something different about what happens here in Cabot. And that difference, that's you. That is all of you and the effort that you put into it. Let me just tell you, it's a great time to be a Cabot Panther.
Good evening. My name is Michael Fasanelli, principal at Cabot High School. What an exciting time it is to be a part of the CHS community. At Cabot High School, you'll meet exceptional teachers and staff. Our English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language departments are unmatched in student success. Our AP and honors classes offer accelerated learning, and we strive to meet the diverse needs of all of our students. Our band, athletic programs, spirit teams, and fine arts are the best of the best. Our career and technical education, or our CTE courses, offer practical skills and career pathways for our students. Many of these students leave Cabot High School with certifications and endorsements that make them job ready upon graduation. We also offer a variety of clubs and organizations to match all students' interests. Now let's delve a little bit deeper into some of the offerings we do provide. As I mentioned earlier, our career technical or CTE classes are a vital part of Cabot High School, offering students pathways in various fields. The medical pathway includes nursing, EMT, athletic training, and sports medicine courses. Business and personal finance provide a glimpse into the business world, while law enforcement and firefighting classes introduce our students to public service careers. Our broadcasting classes offer students a chance to both work in front of and in behind the camera. These students record and edit events throughout our district. Our family and consumer science courses are also a big draw, covering topics from food and nutrition to childcare to teaching foundations. CTE offers classes in construction, auto tech, and agricultural. These hands-on classes offer our students opportunities and experiences that would be impossible to meet while sitting in the classroom. These instructors offer opportunities for students to experience real-life situations that only make them more marketable for life after CHS. One of our most popular and fastest growing CTE programs is engineering and robotics, where students build and compete with robots at the state and national levels. These unique courses provide valuable hands-on experience, helping students jumpstart their careers while still in high school. Extracurricular activities and athletics also play a crucial role in student development at Cabot High School. They promote teamwork, leadership, and hard work.
We've got grit.
In the classroom.
And on the field.
We're making waves in here.
And out there. We're thinkers, dreamers, innovators, and doers.
And we're funny too.
We build robots.
Light up the stage.
And lead in our community.
Cabot Public Schools.
More than a school.
More opportunities.
More for every student.
Cabot Panthers.
We're glad you're here. Welcome back, Panthers. Welcome back, Panthers. Welcome back, Panthers. Welcome back, Panthers.
Welcome back, Panthers.
We're ready for the school year.
As I reflect on the last 25 years, it's about relationships and it's about making an impact, a positive impact on the people that we come into contact with. And you get to decide what that impact looks like for that young person that you're working with and the people that you're with. And really it all boils down to the power of the team. Every one of us plays a vital role in making that team successful. I'm humbled and I'm honored to be able to stand in the position that I do today in front of you and have the opportunity to talk to such a great group of educators. And I stand before you today as somebody who is a product of 25 years of Cabot Public Schools. There's something different about what happens here in Cabot. And that difference, that's you. That is all of you and the effort that you put into it. Let me just tell you, it's a great time to be a Cabot Panther.
Good evening. My name is Michael Fasanelli, Principal at Cabot High School. What an exciting time it is to be a part of the CHS community. At Cabot High School, you'll meet exceptional teachers and staff. Our English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language departments are unmatched in student success. Our AP and honors classes offer accelerated learning, and we strive to meet the diverse needs of all of our students. Our band, athletic programs, spirit teams, and fine arts are the best of the best. Our career and technical education, or our CTE courses, offer practical skills and career pathways for our students. Many of these students leave Cabot High School with certifications and endorsements that make them job ready upon graduation. We also offer a variety of clubs and organizations to match all students' interests. Now let's delve a little bit deeper into some of the offerings we do provide. As I mentioned earlier, our career technical or CTE classes are a vital part of Cabot High School, offering students pathways in various fields. The medical pathway includes nursing, EMT, athletic training, and sports medicine courses. Business and personal finance provide a glimpse into the business world, while law enforcement and firefighting classes introduce our students to public service careers. Our broadcasting classes offer students a chance to both work in front of and behind the camera. These students record and edit events throughout our district. Our family and consumer science courses are also a big draw, covering topics from food and nutrition to childcare to teaching foundations. CTE offers classes in construction, auto tech, and agricultural. These hands-on classes offer our students opportunities and experiences that would be impossible to meet while sitting in a classroom. These instructors offer opportunities for students to experience real-life situations that only make them more marketable for life after CHS. One of our most popular and fastest growing CTE programs is engineering and robotics, where students build and compete with robots at the state and national levels. These unique courses provide valuable hands-on experience, helping students jumpstart their careers while still in high school. Extracurricular activities and athletics also play a crucial role in student development at Cabot High School. They promote teamwork, leadership, and hard work. With 15 sports offered, our student athletes have the opportunity to excel on and off the field. Our award-winning band, which is the largest high school marching band in the state with over 260 members, competes at both state and national levels. CHS also hosts over 50 clubs and organizations. Early in the fall semester, we will hold a club rush during both lunches. This allows students to explore and join clubs that interest them. Our Fine Arts program is one of the most comprehensive programs in the state. Cabot Theater presents 2 award-winning performances each year, offering opportunities in acting, stage handwork, and set construction through stagecraft and technical theater classes. For music enthusiasts, our choir not only performs at school events, but also competes at the regional and state levels, often earning top honors. Our forensics and debate teams participate in regional competitions, consistently earning multiple awards. Our top-notch art department nurtures creativity and talent, allowing students to explore different mediums and techniques. We are proud to be home to the Cabot Panthers. You belong here at Cabot High School. And remember, graduation happens here. Let's continue to make this year a great one together. And as always, go Panthers!
Hi, I'm Carrie Lair. I am proud to be the principal at Cabot Panther Academy and excited to share the wonderful opportunities awaiting you at CPA. Formerly known as ACE, Cabot Panther Academy is our district's award-winning conversion charter school. CPA is renowned for fostering relationships while providing a quality education tailored to the individual needs of our students. At CPA, we strive for excellence in all that we do. Our program was identified as a school on the move toward excellence in 2021 by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. We have also been awarded the highest achieving alternative education program distinction for the last 8 years in a row as a result of student test scores. CPA is designed for students in grades 7 through 12. Our program's unique setup provides academic alternatives for students within our district and our community. Students have the ability to take their essential core classes as well as electives at CPA. Students also have the opportunity to take elective courses at the regular campus if they choose. CPA students are provided personalized attention in a small, safe, and supportive environment. Flexibility is an important aspect of our program, so students and their families work with the CPA team to select a schedule that best fits their individual needs. If students choose to take elective courses at another campus, there is a midday shuttle available. Students may select an all-day schedule of Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday from 8 o'clock a.m. until 2:45 p.m. Lunch is provided from 11:05 until 11:35 for all students who attend full-day schedules. Half-day options are as follows: Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. or 11:45 a.m. until 2:45 p.m. A fully digital option is also available for our students in grades 10 through 12. Students are required to attend for 12 hours per week with the flexibility to balance academics and personal interest. Whether on campus or online, our academy is committed to fostering a strong sense of community and investment in every student's success. Applications for our program are available online at cabotschools.org, or you may pick up an application in person at Cabot Panther Academy.
Hello and welcome back to Harmon Stadium. We're ready for the second half. We're trying to show you some videos about our great school district, Cabot Public Schools. We're certainly proud and all the things going on. Mr. Morgan Linton puts those videos together. He does a great job as our video marketing specialist. Easy for me to say.
Legend.
Legend.
Morgan Linton is a legend.
Legend indeed. And speaking of legends, I'm working with another one tonight. Andy Martin on color. Andy, of course, former Panther, Cabot graduate, and our director of technology for the school district. And I'm Mitch Lilly. I'm doing the play-by-play tonight, and I'm the broadcasting teacher at Cabot High School. We do have some students here with us tonight, even though they're not on the commentary. They're running the cameras, a great group of kids, students, and we're set for the second half. We're going to do a little recap here in a moment. We're going to start out with Fayetteville getting the football. Hank Hendricks looking to pass right out the gate. Trying to throw over the top there to the right side, incomplete. Kenyon Johnson was the intended target. So, Andy, as we ended the first quarter, felt pretty good about it. 14-14 ball game. We were looking good on offense. We were staying in it, defense, you know. But then second quarter, a couple of costly turnovers kind of changed the game. There's Hendricks again, throwing it out of bounds. Nobody open right there, just throwing it away. That's going to bring up second down and 10. But as we were saying, second quarter kind of turning the tide, so to speak, for the Bulldogs. It was Mr. Will Caston with a couple of interceptions, one for a pick six. And that, you know, he's just been a defensive standout tonight, really the difference for the Purple Dogs. Here is Hank Hendricks, the quarterback that everybody coming into the game talking about. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. Great defense. Pass breakup right there by number 10. That is Bronson Elizondo. Finally get to say his name. I've been wanting to say that. Of course, we know his family.
Yes, we do. I graduated with his dad.
Proud to hear his name called tonight. Glad to call his name. Bronson, nice play in the secondary. Looking forward to watching him play this season. He's just a junior, so we're going to get this year and next year with him. Kind of a young secondary this year for us, and he kind of leads the way. Here we are, Fayetteville with the punt. Good stand by our defense to start things out. High booming kick, spiraling, fair catch made. Just across the 35-yard line. 39, sorry, around the 39. Good spot. Backpedal, excuse me, backpedal a little bit there after the calling for the fair catch. So,
well, if ever there was something we needed, Mitch, a 3 and out is it.
That's it. That was a great stand. Good start. So, whatever was said at halftime sparked the defense. Here we go. Nobody in the backfield with Maddox. Flags on the play. Aeneas Arnold in motion right there. False start on the offense. It's going to back us up just a little bit. But see if we can shake that off. Get this drive off started on a positive note. Bringing up 1st and 15. Ball on the 34 now. Aiden Tatum, top of your screen. Aeneas Arnold at the bottom. Maddox out of the gun. Cooper Powell beside him. Sprinting out to the flat. Turning upfield. Here's Maddox. Rolling right. Gets it off. What's the call? Is it complete? Cooper Powell, if it is. It is. Nice pickup right there.
Fingertips.
Yeah, I was about to say, he had his fingertips right on the turf there. Scoop that up. Scoop that right up. All right, 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 45. Good start on offense. Good start on defense. Good start on offense. We're moving the football here. Maddox looking over the middle. Aiden Tatum, the intended target. Maybe a little behind him right there.
A lot of traffic right there, too.
Yeah.
A lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic.
Pass was tipped by Jimmy Helton.
They say Jimmy Helton for the Purple Dogs with the tip on defense, the deflection. So here we go, 3rd down, possession down, 3rd and 4, ball on the 45. We need, not in desperate need, but it'd be nice to convert this, keep this drive going, continue the positive momentum coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Cooper Powell right here.
Well, he's standing to the right of Maddox, and you called it, Andy. Up the middle, draw play. I think he had it. I think forward progress. Let's see what his official marks it, though. Official at the bottom of the screen here.
Got him a little short, I think.
It's close. It's really close. 4th and 1. They're going to call it 4th and 1. 4th and short. Got to be less than 1. He's very close on that.
Think we'll see him again on this one?
Man, I don't know.
This is a pretty long
neat little formation here. We had kind of a tight formation at the top of the screen. There he goes. That's our man, Cooper Powell. As I said off the open, pound for pound, he's the toughest around. Cooper Powell showing off his wheels right there, that toughness that he likes to run with. He seems not to be half-stepping at all. I mean, not tiptoeing. I mean, he's getting after it tonight.
He brings the contact.
He's getting after it. Of course, I guess he's had surgery, plenty of time to heal. He showed me his knee the other day. Looked good, as far as scarring and all that. Looks and says he feels great. It's Maddox over the middle. Intended for Tatum. Incomplete, knocked down. C.J. Bailey gets the credit for the deflection.
Yeah, he tried to squeeze that one in there. That was a tight window.
Yeah. In the backfield with Maddox now, a guy that we've seen a bit tonight, Braden Davenport. Nice block there by Davenport. Maddox had a shot right there. Just maybe a little bit wide, a little bit outside of the reach. I believe that was Grady Smith, the target there.
As old Harry Doyle would say, just a bit outside.
There we go. There we go. Maddox. Little motion coming across the formation. Maddox on the scramble. Tucking and going here. Makes one defender miss, 2. And then wisely gets down on the ground, and there's a flag. This may be a bit of a high hit or something, late hit maybe. We'll see. You see that a lot with quarterbacks when they duck and they go down. A lot of times there's a high hit involved by the defensive player. So we'll see what they call here. Yeah. Oh. Personal foul. Official on the field saying personal foul, face mask. And that will certainly help the Panthers out. Looks like they got a hold of Maddox's face mask there. So it's going to be a new set of downs. Ball on the 17. 1st and 10. Looking good. So defense comes out with a stand, a stop.
3 and out. Yeah, 3 and out.
3 and out. Offense moving. Maddox with the snap. Great run. That's our guy, Braden Davenport again.
And he's really running well tonight.
He is. He is. As you were talking about the 1-2 punch, definitely we're starting to see that. Starting to feel that. Just got to stay away from the turnovers. Got to stay away from the turnovers.
And it's hard. I mean, you're out there trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
You see that open guy, and
well,
sometimes they jump it.
You can't say that it's not from lack of effort. I mean, they're playing their hearts out here for us tonight. Handoff to Davenport. Great run. He signals 1st down after the nice pickup. He's going to get the ball well inside the 10, down close to the 5-yard line. 1st and 6, they say. Ball on the 6, 1st and goal. Look at this. This is this formation again, Andy. And they send Maddox out wide to the right. Got Cooper Powell out of the Wildcat look here. He takes it up the middle, and he's in for 6. Great play call, great design right there. Shifted Maddox out up top of your screen as a receiver, decoy. And Cooper Powell with the direct snap handoff up the middle, tiptoes in for 6. I just said he doesn't tiptoe, but he did. He hasn't been tiptoeing tonight, but there he did, right? So he's in for 6.
Well, that was some nice blocking up front. He essentially walked into the end zone.
36-20. Dean Hires extra point to follow up through the uprights, and the kids are fighting for it in the end zone as the score now 36-21. Our Panthers narrowing the gap a little bit.
And that's what you want.
That's
coming out
positive.
Of halftime. That's what you want coming out of halftime. They obviously went in. Coach Reed, Coach Painter made some adjustments. And they came out strong in the second half.
Well, you know this. Being around the district so long, being from Cabot, knowing this coaching staff for the last 6 years, they're gonna work hard. You know, they're gonna give it their all. They're gonna work with these student athletes and try to get the best out of them. Go in and motivate them, talk them up, coach them up, and get them ready to come back out in the second half. So, right now, again, the difference, still a couple of possessions, but that's positive. Let's see what our defense can do again. Off to a great start with a 3 and out. Katavian and Kenyon, dynamic duo for Fayetteville. Back to return the kick. Excuse me there if you heard me cough. All right, here we go. Set for the kickoff. Tell you what, we got Logan Jackson. We got some big hitters on this special teams unit right here, this kickoff unit. Dean Hire to boot it away here. Oh, onside kick. Look at this. We had a paw on it. A Panther paw on it.
It's a great kick.
Yeah.
Great kick. It was up for grabs there for a minute.
That is the way, almost textbook, I'd say, how it bounced off the turf. That's the way you want it to look, right?
That was great. And you know what? I think, you know, and I may be wrong the way I'm remembering this, but I think Lucas Blaylock has been kicking off tonight.
Yeah, they've been alternating. Lucas has been punting, and he's kicked. And Dean's mainly handled most of the extra points and all of that, but they've kind of split some time kicking off.
So they bring in Dean Hire to kick off. He kicks the onside kick. Gets a great kick on it, but Fayetteville does recover.
Yeah. All right, so Andy's got to set up, picking things up from the 41-yard line. Hank Hendricks. Direct snap, faking the handoff, little play action. Going to swing it outside. 2-yard pickup. Kenyon Johnson again. He's out of bounds around the 45 or so, 46. Again, spotted about the 46-yard line. 8 minutes, 14 seconds in our third quarter. So far, so good second half, Panthers. Got to stop them here, though. Be nice to get the ball back. That's Caleb Johnson again. Every time I get ready to say the name, sometimes I hear the announcer, the PA announcer, so I kind of pause, like, throws me for a loop a little bit there. Great sound system here tonight in Fayetteville.
Yeah, they've upgraded a lot of things, it seems like, from the last time I was up here.
Yeah. Here's Hendricks again. Snap, handoff, Johnson, tiptoeing around, dancing. Kept his feet going. Going to get in Cabot Panther territory there. Down to about the 35-yard line. 7:50 and counting. Third quarter. 36-21. How's our camera work going tonight? Abe Deesmus down here helping us with our technical support. Watching our camera flow tonight. And that is a completion, maybe. What are they saying? Officials say the pass is complete near the 5-yard line. Hendricks. And that's Katavian Taylor. Great grab down around the 5-yard line.
First and goal for the Bulldog, ball on the 5-yard line.
Now, Mitch, that looked to me like he caught that ball while falling out of bounds. Our fans certainly didn't like the call.
Stuff in the run right there. That's some defense. Great stand. We're pushing, shoving. Okay, guys, there we go. Cooler heads must prevail right here. And they do. Again, you expect that from our student athletes. We have well-mannered, respectful young men on this team.
Second goal from the 8-yard line.
And some young ladies that help out with athletic training and whatnot, managing. Our cheerleaders, dance team as well. Here's Hendricks. He sends Johnson out in motion from the backfield. Over the middle, pass complete. A number of Panthers there to converge on the tackle. Pass complete to Taylor again.
Joey Bartlett, Asher Laws on the stop.
Got Caleb Bennett down there on replay. We haven't run too much replay tonight. We're just kind of getting our flow of our system. We just want to provide the best coverage we can for our fans that can't be in attendance. Wide open out there, but the pass falls short. Outstretched arms of Johnson. Going to bring up 3rd and 8, I believe, from the 8. 3rd and goal. Defense making some substitutions, changing a few players out.
I think we're 4th down. I think this is going to be a field goal.
Okay, that's what it is. That's why that explains that. I looked at the board a little too soon there. So couldn't see the stick marker either. It's way down there away from us. Here's the kick. Snap coming. Hold down. Hold good. Kick up. Looked like it nearly blocked, but it gets over. Through and good.
Almost a block and just squeezed inside that upright.
Yes, that's Ethan Farthing with the kick and the field goal. Going to push our lead to what's that last digit down there, Andy? I can't see from
For which thing?
On the Fayetteville score down there. Having a little trouble seeing the score.
39.
39-21. Thank you.
39.
I would rather ask Andy than say the wrong number if I can't see it, right?
That's right.
That's what we're here for,
I'm
right?
Here to help.
Partners in crime. Batman and Robin.
Maybe I'm seeing it wrong too. Maybe it should be like a 13 or something.
Yeah. Well, defense did hold to a field goal right there, so that's encouraging.
They did two really good defensive stands. I mean, we had a big play here on this last series by Fayetteville, but for the most part, we have made adjustments at halftime, and hopefully we can bring it down and score another touchdown.
Right. Here's the kick. It's going to be Aeneas Arnold I believe. There, yep. Taking it to the right a little bit, working across up the hashes. And Aeneas Arnold across the 35 or so. 36. All right. So good start for our offense to begin the third quarter. Defense holds, gives them the ball. Offense goes down, scores with a Cooper Powell. Wildcat, a direct snap draw up the middle into the end zone. So let's see what we have coming here.
Well, and it really was a pretty heavy dose of Cooper Powell on the last drive.
Well, and I like, we've been talking about Davenport as well.
Davenport was in on that too as well.
All right, Maddox looking down the middle. Receiver got turned around a little bit. That's Bentley Harrell, yeah. Bentley Harrell got a little turnaround. Second down, 10 from the 35. About 5 minutes, 56 seconds left here in our third quarter. Again, just a beautiful night for football. A little cloud coverage. I wish the clouds would have knocked the sun down this afternoon when we were setting up, but nonetheless, here's Cooper Powell. Man, he's fighting for it. A couple of Bulldogs wrestling down to the turf. Maybe a yard or two right there.
Tackled by Charlie Garden and Brody Jones. It's third down.
Third down coming our way now. 3rd and 8, ball on the 27. Maddox, Cooper Powell standing beside him with his white gloves on. Maddox going to dump it off to him. He's wide open, Andy. He's got yards to burn here. Across the 30. Nice. Boy, he saw that wide open space. Maddox dumped it right over the top to him. Nothing to it right there. Little throw and catch.
He didn't know what to think. He looked up for the first time tonight and didn't have somebody to hit.
That's right. Little throw and catch, little yak. Yards after the catch. And flipped the field pretty quick right there. So here we are at the 31-yard line.
It's like they forgot about him on that one. A little swing pass out of the backfield.
I don't know how they could, but they did. They sure did. Left him wide open. You got to think he's going to touch the ball. All right, here's Maddox. Little underneath route. Little hook there. Curl. Bentley Harrell. Seen a variety of receivers tonight, and that's a good thing. Certainly a positive note that we, we're not just a one-trick pony where it's Maddox to, Aeneas Arnold or Tatum. It's kind of been a mix tonight, so that's definitely positive. Here's Maddox. Davenport back in. Davenport's going to get it this time. He's undercut and dropped about near the line of scrimmage there. Third and 6 coming up here. Looks like Christopher Fowler coming in. Kind of a wing back. He goes in motion right there. Direct snap, or snap to Maddox rather. Dancing around back there in the backfield. He's going to tuck and run. Show off his wheels here. Staying on his feet. Going to pick up a few extra yards and get out of bounds. Nice run right there. That's going to move the chains. We love it when that happens. It's almost as next best thing to a touchdown, right? Moving the chains. Keep us going here. Good ball security so far in the second half.
I imagine that was the subject of a topic of conversation at halftime.
You could hear it. You don't even have to be a fly on the wall to know that.
We have headphones on, and they were across the field, and we still.
Yeah. Here we go. Maddox looking over the middle. Man, once again in traffic, but I tell you what, like I said earlier tonight, talking about how he's snapping that football, he's spinning it.
He can spin it. There's no doubt about it. Sometimes it doesn't have to be so hot, though.
Yeah, a little touch here and there, right?
A little touch here and there goes a long way.
Official having a little trouble with the football down there. And we got a timeout. I was checking out our camera angles on the feed there, on the stream. Shots have been looking good tonight. We've got a handful of broadcasting students with us. Got one of our former students wanted to join us tonight, a couple of them actually. Caleb Bennett, graduated last year. One of my all-time favorite broadcasting students. He's working our replay tonight. We haven't done much replay. Sorry, Caleb. And then Peyton Scroggs. He's up here at the U of A. He came by to pay us a visit. And he said, Mr. Lilly, can I shoot a little video? And he shot a little video. So we're just having fun tonight. Enjoying this Friday night, first Friday night, week 0 of the 2025 high school football season. They're doing the flickering lights again, guys. We're not losing our camera signal, don't worry. Trying to get the crowd pumped up across the way. So here we are. Maddox, slow to come out. He's got 3 receivers to his left. And Davenport, gonna get the handoff. Heading right, working from the right hash that time. Short side of the field. And Davenport.
Tackled by Will Price.
I'm going to say Davenport lost a yard right there. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11. As it gets later, Andy, I'm having a little trouble seeing the scoreboard.
Well, that scoreboard is hard to read anyway. Those scoreboards that have the built-in score on the board, on the video board, are sometimes hard to read.
And that's what we've got here tonight. Spoken like a true director of technology. All right, here's Maddox again. Maddox looking left. He's going to swing it out to Davenport, and he just lost his footing. Great catch. He's upset, spikes the ball down to the turf a little bit. I think he knows that if he could have just kept his footing, he had the ball, he had the rock, made the catch, could have easily turned upfield, maybe picked up a few more yards. But I think we're going to test out Dean Heyer's leg right here.
What do we got here? We got about
ball's on the 21.
38 yards here on this one?
Yeah. Yep. 38 yards. Dean Heyer. Here's the snap. There's the hold. It's down. Kick is up. Kick is good. Attaboy, Dean Heyer. Good kick. That away. It's going to make it 39-24 is our score here. 39-24. Dean Heyer, one of our senior leaders on this football team, certainly one of our special team senior leaders, keeps us going. Great kick right there. And let's see if he has the kickoff duty again or if it's Lucas Blaylock. We'll see. Again, don't be alarmed by the flashing lights. The broadcasting teacher here at Fayetteville High School, John Gossett, told me, he said, Mitch, now we're going to flash the lights throughout the night. It's kind of an effect they're doing, this strobing. But I don't know. I don't think we'll be doing that at Panther Stadium, right?
I feel like they were celebrating Dean Heyer's successful 38-yard try.
There you go. That's what we're going to say.
That's what we're going to say.
That's what we're going to say.
And we appreciate it, Fayetteville High School. We appreciate it.
That's right. Always hospitable when we come up to the hill. This has been an interesting rivalry. You know, I think back, obviously, last year with the weather incident that we talked about off the top and all of that. Last year's season opener. A couple of years ago, we came here for a playoff game. We got up really big, and Fayetteville came back to win. I remember that just in my brief history of working for the school district, being the broadcasting teacher. Here's the kick. Here's the return. Across the 20. Runs into a wall right there. Multitude of Panthers on the tackle. We're going to drop the return man around the 15. That was Johnson on the return there.
Yeah, I remember that game, Mitch. I had a son on that team when I was here that night, and it felt not unlike tonight, where Fayetteville was down like we're down now, and then mounted a horrendous comeback in the second half, and certainly within the capability of our team tonight.
That's right.
Hopefully we can give them a little payback from a couple of years ago.
Well, it's 10 points for us so far. Touchdown, field goal, looking good. They did convert a field goal as well, and that's been our scoring so far in this third quarter. Touchdown for us. Field goal for them, field goal for us. And that's where we stand, 39-24. There's Hendricks, wide open. I think that's Johnson. Yep, that's Johnson. Kenyon Johnson. And it's a foot race. He crosses right across the corner, knocks the pylon over, scored 6 points. Kenyon Johnson. Yeah. So.
The later it gets, Mitch, the more those light effects stand out.
I know. I was checking out the video there. I believe he securely crossed the goal line. I had a little bit of a disadvantage seeing way down that end, but I know the pylon got kicked. That's what confused me. Here's the extra point, up and good. And that is Ethan Farthing with the extra point. Got a penalty on the play here. Let's see. Encroachment. Yep.
The penalty's been declined. Retry.
The head official says encroachment on us, the Panthers, we the Panthers, and it's going to be a retry.
Decline the penalty in retry.
Yeah.
It's a little odd.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. A little confusion here in this third quarter.
They're used to kicking it from right there.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Well, that one is blocked. How about that? How about that?
Maybe they should have accepted the penalty.
That's right. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. So, that makes it 45-24 Purple Dogs. We're in the third quarter, a little under 2 minutes, minute 52 remaining here in this third quarter. (45-24), third quarter. Great night for football. Playing one of Andy's favorite songs, if you can hear it over our headsets. Sweet Caroline.
It's a fan favorite at Panther Stadium too, Mitch.
Yeah. I wonder who plays the music at Panther Stadium.
I don't
Who's
know.
the DJ?
They do a wonderful job. They do a wonderful job.
Whoever the DJ is, probably Andy Martin. Does a great job. We do a little sing-along too, don't we, Andy?
We do. We do.
Sing-along.
We have fun at Panther Stadium. We have fun at Panther Stadium.
Speaking of course, we'll be back there next Friday night for the home opener. This is our season opener, home opener coming up next week against Bentonville West. Good return right there on the kickoff. Jalen Hart. Seen Aeneas Arnold return a few tonight. Jalen Hart gets the touch right there on the kickoff. Brings it back across the 30. And the Panthers will be in business right there. First down and 10, ball on the 31 to be exact. Offense huddled up. Getting ready for the play. Camera work's looking good. I believe that's Caden Shells down there with our down low camera. We do have a camera on the sideline tonight. We're trying some new things, and we'll continue to try to advance our technology for each broadcast. Always tough for the first one. You know, it's been a minute since we've done a live broadcast for football, so kind of getting back in the rhythm, getting back on the horse, so to speak. But lo and behold, here we are. We made it. It's Maddox out of the gun. He's got Cooper Powell to his left there. Swings it out to Powell. Nice catch. Going to fight through a tackle, spin through a tackle, and then fight through another one. Brought down. About the 36-37 right there. Nice game. Actually, Caden Shells has been on the camera down low most of the night, but I think senior broadcasting student Cannon Heifel is on the camera tonight. I think he's oh, no, actually. I'll tell you in a second after this play. Here's Maddox. Going to fake to Cooper. Little play action pass there. Intended for Tatum over the middle. Incomplete. Roger Tonneson. We brought Roger tonight. Roger, we were going to try to have a sideline reporter, and we're still going to effort that. That's something we're going to try to work on in the weeks to come. That'd be great. But Roger's here with us. You guys know Roger. He's the voice of the Panthers. Hear him on Friday night, the PA announcer at Panther Stadium. And tonight we were going to have him on the sideline, try out some stuff, and we're still going to continue to do that. We're always, Andy, I'll say this about, one thing about Andy, he's always pushing, improving, trying to grow our technology, and does a great job. And he's a busy man. Broadcasting is not his only job.
Well, I am having a blast tonight, Mitch.
We're having fun. There's Maddox, keeper, up the middle, stuffed. And bring up 3rd and 5. But Roger's down there with the camera on the field. He's got our wireless camera. So when we take that camera angle, let's see what's Roger. Well, don't take him now because he's shooting the ground. That was comedic, right? We go down to Roger and he's Can Roger still hear us, Andy, on the feed?
No.
No? I thought he could hear us. Okay. Andy's telling him we're going to take his camera if he'll just shoot for us. Mr. Bird, Mr. Michael Bird, our superintendent, standing down there with Roger. Now Roger he had the camera pointed at us, but yeah, this is a voice only broadcast for us, right, Andy?
That's right.
Voice
That's right.
only.
I got a face for radio.
Well, I worked in TV, and that's probably why I don't work in TV anymore, because I probably have a face for radio too. Glad to be here at Cabot Public Schools, though. Again, Mr. Michael Bird down there made the trip up tonight. Our new superintendent, doing a great job so far. 3 weeks of school in. And now we're set for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Going to get us 3 days off. Here's the Lucas Blaylock with the punt. Booming high kick. He kicks it high, Andy. I tell you what. Going to be picked up just outside the 30, across the 40. And this is Taylor again, Katavian Taylor. He's been a threat, whether he's catching the football, returning kicks, punts, whatever. He's dangerous. He shows off his talent and skill right there. Again, a lot of these players, I've tried to read up this week and find out some information about Fayetteville, and of course a lot of comments about the new quarterback, a lot of comments about the running back and the defensive backs, but Taylor has stepped up tonight. He has been a playmaker. Again, he only with 776 yards last year, 9 touchdowns, but he's going to be off well past that mark as this season draws to a close, I promise you, because if he continues this pace, he's having a great night tonight. Pistol formation, and it's Hendricks. He's going up top. Pretty good defense right there, Andy. I tell you what, he's running stride for stride with him, our defensive back.
And we really,
and that was Bronson.
Minus a few mental lapses and just a few odd type of plays.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in this game. This game is a lot closer than the score is.
Really just bad breaks because Maddox goes to make that shovel pass. And it looked so clear, like I was like, oh, here we go, And then out of nowhere came Caston. I mean, just out of nowhere, like a bullet. Like a train out of nowhere, man. Caleb Johnson on the carry right there.
Knocked out of bounds by Logan Jackson.
Logan Jackson on the tackle.
Well, I can tell you this Fayetteville team has been as advertised.
Yeah.
They are a good football team.
Well, the thing about it is we played a pretty good game tonight, too, so that's definitely positive going up against a team like this. Got a little stacked twins formation, and that's where they throw the football, but our defense was all over it on that play. And that was Braden McCraw making a great play right there on defense. I'm trying to do a little better job of calling these guys on defense because, boy, they've been playing good here tonight. Really, I mean, you can only hope to contain Fayetteville. You can't stop them. Just try to contain them. Hope your offense fires back. And our offense has responded tonight. Moving down the field, we're going to switch ends here as we start the fourth quarter. 45-24, Fayetteville up. You can see it on our scoreboard. Everything working out pretty nice tonight with that.
It's time for our hometown hero. Tonight we are honored to recognize
Across the way.
hometown heroes
Fayetteville honoring their hometown heroes tonight. A lot of law enforcement officers getting honored, being honored out on the field right now. While our team, there you see them, huddled up, talking it over, trying to fire this defense up. Coach Painter, Coach John Painter, working very hard out there in the middle of this huddle. I tell you what, our coaches, they work hard. Hard-working guys. We both, in our jobs, in our daily work, we deal with them a lot other than football games. We work with them. When I say deal with them, I mean that in the most positive way. We encounter them, we work with them, and just great men.
Well, and, you know, I've had the privilege of having 3 boys play Cabot Panther football. And, you know, my oldest son played for legendary coach Mike Malham.
Yeah.
And my 2 younger sons played for this group. And I can tell you that they're better men for having played for these coaches. They are great coaches, they're great men, and we are thrilled to have them at Cabot, Arkansas.
Well, certainly our broadcasting room is right next door to Coach Reed's office, so I see him a lot, have a lot of dialogue, a lot of conversation with him, and really enjoy talking football with him, but more so just friendly person. There's a pass across the middle. That's Hendricks, complete. That's a new receiver that we haven't seen much from tonight, I think. Sage Anderson.
Hank Hendricks pass complete to Jabrin Avent.
No, Avent. Sorry.
Fry and David Liddell on the tackle. That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
That was 19, not 18. Jabrin Avent on the reception there. Thought I saw 18, Andy. I got to tell you, I might have to get some glasses. I can't see the scoreboard. I can't read the number of the players. Of course, Fayetteville's wearing purple tonight. There's a handoff. Bounces it outside. Into the end zone. Dogs on the board again here.
Flashy lights, here we go.
And there's the lights. Promise you guys, it's not our stream. It's just, there we go. It's not our stream. It's the lights, and they have a strobing effect, and when they score, they have, we haven't seen fireworks in a while. So that's been good. I told all our cam ops tonight, I said this earlier, I think, that don't jump whenever they shoot the fireworks off. Don't be alarmed. It's just fireworks. A lot of fireworks tonight offensively. Both teams have put up points. I mean, this has not been a lackluster offensive game. Both teams moving up and down the field. We just got a little bit maybe in the hole early, and now time becomes an issue. 11:31 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And turnovers will get you every game.
Yeah.
Not very often do you lose the turnover battle and win the game.
That's right. Ethan Farthing with the kick, and the kids scramble for it in the end zone, just like they do at every high school football game around the state tonight. Friday, our home opener, Bentonville West coming to Cabot, coming to Panther Stadium. Tell you what, we had a great game with Bentonville West last year. Played them there, overtime game. We won, but it came down to overtime and got our 4 downs from the 10-yard line. We punched it in, won. They got we punched it in, and then we had to get an interception. So our defense held strong in that game, but that was a big trip. So our defense held strong in that game, but that was a big trip. Always a big trip when we head up here.
Yeah.
3 hours away, 3+ hours away.
There's a lot of football up here in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these high schools up here have two high schools in their school districts. So they have there's a lot of good football up here.
Very competitive, 7A West. Always very competitive. Of course, our 7A Central also pretty dynamic now that we've added Pulaski Academy to Little Rock Christian on top of Bryant and Conway. North Little Rock with Brad Bolding coming back this year. anticipate, maybe not this year, but in the years to come, they're going to be a much improved football team. We'll see them week 10 at Panther Stadium.
Yeah, that's that yearly fall matchup that everybody in Cabot looks forward to against North Little Rock.
Yeah. Going to play Conway at Conway this year. Just taking a snapshot of the schedule. Conway at Conway. We're going to play Little Rock Christian. We're going to go there. We're also going to go to Pulaski Academy. We're going to go to Little Rock Central. Then at home, we'll have North Little Rock. Bryant's coming our way this year. We went to Bryant twice last year. Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. After our win, the last time, Andy, we were in Northwest Arkansas, the football team also, not just broadcasting, but the last time we followed the football team to Northwest Arkansas, we were in Springdale. And remember that dramatic ending.
Yes.
Field goal wins it for us. We ran the clock down, kicked the field goal, take the victory, get out of town, advance to the second round of the playoffs. That was a good game.
That was a
exciting.
Fantastic game.
I would say, and here's Maddox rolling out. Pass bounces off the turf, intended for Tatum. I would say, I haven't seen a lifetime of Cabot football games, but I would say that has to go down as probably one of the better, most memorable Cabot football games. That Springdale game.
There's been some really good playoff games in Northwest Arkansas. Bentonville a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
6-8 years ago, we came up to Bentonville and won a playoff game that was memorable. Big fourth down stand there to win that game. And then that Springdale game last year is right up there.
Yeah. All right, so here's Maddox checking at the sideline.
And
Coach Reed.
He wants to talk about it.
He's out to the numbers. I think we're taking a timeout here. Taking them out to the hash. That's where we're going to huddle up, talk things over here. 10 minutes, 39 seconds. 52-24 our score.
Thank you to our sponsors for making this possible. Fireworks are sponsored tonight by...
That right there is a shot from one of our new PTZ cameras. We brought a couple of new cameras we're experimenting with tonight, right? Abe Deesmus working our controls tonight, right? That was from one of our PTZ cameras, right, Abe? Yes. Abe's locked in tonight. He's focused. He's running about he's switching the camera shots, and he's running 2 remote control cameras here. So he's a busy man. Speaking of busy man, so is Maddox McCrory. Back to pass. Dancing around a little bit. Rolling right. Throwing right. Off the fingertips of Tatum. Incomplete. I'm going to bring up 4th and 10. I get to talking about the past and reliving the glory days, and I quit watching the scoreboard, Andy.
Well, tonight, second quarter on, the scoreboard's not where I want to really be looking either, Mitch.
That's right. I agree. All right, Blaylock back to punt.
And he's been a bright spot tonight.
He's booming them.
He's booming them.
I see him out at practice. I'll be over at the field house working on something. I'll see him out there, and he's out there working out, just booming punts, just kicking as hard as he can. But it's not an end over end. It's a nice tight spiral. I mean, he's got a great kicker.
He's a great punter. He's following in a tradition of good punters lately. We had Sam Dubwig here a couple years ago.
Right.
He's at Purdue now via Arkansas.
Speaking of, big day of college football tomorrow. I know some on tonight, we don't get to see it, and last night, college football. I would think it's safe to say that summer is over. I mean, whether it says it on the calendar or not, summer is over. We are in fall, and football is here. Great time of year. That's Hendricks swinging it out wide, right side.
Hendricks pass complete to Jaden Nicholson.
Jaden Nicholson with the grab.
Ethan Carter ran him out of bounds.
PA announcer says Ethan Carter for us with the tackle. Hendricks looking to the sideline. Fayetteville in no hurry at this point, Andy. Just going to let this clock, well, of course, it's stopped right now, but they're really in no hurry even when the clock's not running. They're just trying to slow roll this game here. There's Hendricks. Receiver wide open, strolling down the sideline. Ooh, speed to burn right there. Taking it into the paint. And that's Jatavian Taylor again. Couldn't see his number across the field. That was on the opposite sideline away from us, but that was Jatavian Taylor. Catavian Taylor. Sorry. Great catch. Did the rest with his legs right there. 10:08 left in the fourth quarter, left in this ball game. This is Ethan Farthing again with another extra point. He's had a busy night. Up through the uprights. Another extra point. He's been pretty good with his extra points and kickoffs. 59-24. Our score now. Purple Dogs up. 10:08 again in our fourth and final quarter tonight. Got Robert Vozella running our camera down there for us right now. Joe Deary as well ran a camera for us tonight. Did some camera work. Great job by these guys. They spent a lot of time with football last year as far as camera work. Much improved this year. Ended the year positive last year and brought that back this year. Help bringing our broadcast to you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. They're putting up with us, right, Andy? Hopefully. No, great job tonight by Andy. Andy has never done play-by-play or commentary of any sort, so I like it. I like it.
I'm having a blast tonight.
I think it's fun.
I imagine this will be temporary. I hope I've done well enough for the folks on the other end of the stream, but I have had fun. Not the outcome I would have liked to see
right
as far as the game goes, but fun time, great weather, good game.
Well, and I think, there's a lot we can take from this. As far as the Panthers goes, there's a lot we can take from this. A lot of positives that we can build from this. It's not all negative. The offense has shown sparks. The defense has made some stops, some stands. I mean, you just kind of go back to the drawing board. You try to improve. You keep working. Coach Reed says this group has a very positive attitude. And they played hard tonight. And you can't hang your head. They played hard. Sometimes it's a matchup deal. We're talking about all these teams run similar spread offenses and whatnot. And the defenses, I mean, how much variance could you have really in a defensive formation, and maybe in the way you stack your linemen or whatever. But really what it's about playmakers making plays and skill, right? And maybe tonight, we knew this was going to be a good Fayetteville team. We knew that, right? But I'm proud of the effort. I'm proud of our Panthers. And we're still trying to move this football here. 9:35 remaining here in our fourth and final quarter. There's Maddox handing it off to Davenport. He's got room to run. Out across the 35-yard line, maybe the 36.
First down, Cabot.
59-24. A little over 9 minutes, about 9:15 and ticking.
And we're in that constant clock now with this 35-point game.
Yep. The old running clock.
Drive back home is a lot longer with a loss.
It is. Is that Davenport again? Think so, yep. Davenport. Putting his head down.
Row F's on the tackle.
Picking up the yardage.
Well, it's good to see him get some carries tonight.
Well, that's positive.
He's done really well.
It's positive to see that we've got some depth there. Football season's so long. 10, 11, 12 weeks if you go to a couple of playoff games. You got to have enough depth, and I think, your point exactly, last year it was Keegan Vest and once Cooper Powell.
Davenport was on the team, and he did really well in secondary running situations, but
That's a good run.
Coach Reed likes to run the
midfield.
ball. And we gotta have running backs to be able to run the ball.
Well, and we've also seen an array of receivers tonight, which is good. That's a great thing. But to balance that, we need to keep the defense on its toes by running that football.
Yeah, we've seen him light up 5 wide tonight.
All right, we're on the right hash here. I believe Tice Fletcher's in at quarterback now. Tice Fletcher in at quarterback. This might be his first snap. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. There's a nice run. Got some new players stepping in right now, Andy. That's Kylan Morse. Kylan Morse was one of my broadcasting students last year. Had him as a sophomore. He's a junior now, getting some playing time tonight. Good to see Kylan toting the rock right there. So we got Tice Fletcher in at quarterback. Tice Fletcher, of course, a sophomore. If you have social media, you've probably seen him working with the quarterback doctor. Post stuff on social media about Tice's work, his footwork, his throwing, his accuracy. Great young man. Spoke to him and Maddox both the other day at the media day. Got a chance to chat with him a little bit. And the future's certainly bright. We've, of course, got Maddox this year, and Maddox is going to do a great job for us. We're going to keep him healthy. He's going to continue to lead us. He was, you know, his passing looks great as far as throwing the football.
Well, it's always nice to have a competent backup quarterback.
Yeah.
That you're looking towards when
molding.
You know, high school is about, you know, you're playing for 3 years.
Yeah.
So at the end of 3 years, you've got to have somebody else to hand the football to.
Right. It's all about molding, right? Got to mold. We're molding some young talent here. That snap was a little low, just a little low, and outside. Tice Fletcher got on top of it though, recovered for us. So here we go again. A couple of receivers at the top of the screen. Twins at the top, twins at the bottom. Morse still in there in the backfield. And here's Tice. Tice looking deep. Just a little bit high right there, but we got a flag on the play. Yeah. I think we're going to have some pass interference right here. Tice can sling it now. He's a big kid. Looks like a full-grown man already. Probably is. Probably full-grown. Great build, great height. Looking forward to the future. And it's good to get him some experience tonight on a Friday. Uh-oh, ball on the ground. Fayetteville has it. Just short of the 45-yard line, across midfield. Purple Dogs and change. Just about 5 minutes now. 59-24. Fayetteville is our score. Running clock going on, as Andy pointed out a little while ago. Fayetteville in no hurry. No hurry here for the Dogs. The Purple Dogs. Their big rival, of course, the Springdale Red Dogs, the Bulldogs. Purple Dogs, Red Dogs. Here's the punt. That is Blaylock again on the punt. Blaylock has done what we've needed him to do tonight as far as punting goes.
He's punted a lot, especially in the second half.
He's got his work in.
But he's done a really good job.
Yes, sir. All right. So, Fayetteville going to come out again. I suspect we've seen a lot of young guys here. Underclassmen. Maybe not young guys. Maybe not sophomores. I don't think we carry too many sophomores on the road, right? We're pretty much maybe a few like Tice Fletcher.
I think there's a few. There's a few that'll travel.
Mainly our juniors getting some work now. Second and third teamers. Also, Fayetteville's made a change at quarterback here. It's going to be Cade Rogers in at quarterback. Hank Hendricks' night is done. He showcased what he needed to show off tonight. and he's taking a rest. So again, Cade Rogers. There's a handoff outside, knocked out of bounds.
Garden. Run out of bounds by Andrew Godwin.
Andrew Godwin on that tackle, according to the PA announcer. It's hard to see, Andy, hard for me to see a number when they go to that far side. We might have to go out and hire us a spotter. You think we could find us a spotter to help us with
I think we just need somebody with younger eyes.
That's what it is. You got the kids. Last year, of course, we had Zane Simon and Preston Deal. They did a great job. Both graduated. They had better eyesight than me, I know for sure. All right, Purple Dogs off to the races again. Into the end zone, another score. And the lights flash.
You know, I didn't think one way or another about flashing lights before I showed up here tonight. But
I know.
I'm not a fan.
Well,
I'm not a fan anymore.
When the Fayetteville broadcasting teacher told me about it, I said, oh, it won't bother us. But now it's kind of getting, I've seen it enough. Now let's just keep the lights on for the next 2 minutes here and call it a night. We are 2 minutes, 12 seconds away. Here's the extra point by Farthing again, up through the uprights. All good. He's been money. Well, I guess not. He got blocked one time, right?
And he missed one.
Missed one,
hit a tuba player.
Yeah. He was aiming for the tuba player.
That's what I think. He's got a girlfriend in the stands, I think.
Yeah.
Band player, tuba.
Kicked it right to her. So, as we wind the night down, again, we're going to be at home next Friday night. Just want to remind you of that again. Of course, we're going to have our live stream. We'll have the video board going.
Come out and see us.
That's right. Come out and see us. Great night of football next Friday night. We got a short week of school. We got the Labor Day weekend this weekend. Looking forward to that. Certainly excited about that. 3-day weekend for us. Old guys like us need a rest. we need a Saturday.
I need it for sure. It's been an interesting start to school.
Yep. Week 3, officially in the books as far as school goes. Been a good week of classes for me. Good night of football. Wish the scoreboard was a little different, but certainly we're always proud of this team. They show great effort. They have character. No, not a lot of penalties, Andy. I mean, let's talk about that too. I mean, you know, we haven't seen a lot of lack of discipline.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
the game was decided in the second quarter with turnovers.
Yeah.
And
Story of the game.
it got downhill from there, and it's hard to recover. You know, when you lose a turnover battle, it is hard to stay in the game.
Uncle Mo, right? Get the momentum swinging the other way, and you got to fight back through that. Also, volleyball. Our volleyball team is going to be at I think it's the Early Bird Tournament in Bentonville tomorrow. So, good luck to them. We certainly wish them well. And then we got the junior high South football team. They're going to host Conway next Thursday, September 4th. Just trying to keep you posted, Andy, on all the happenings and events going on. And then, of course, again, our home opener next Friday. Really looking forward to that. Here's the kick. Panthers on the return. Brought down just across the 20, maybe the 21, maybe the 22.
Andrew Godwin on the return.
Andrew Godwin on the return. And there's a couple of flags on the play as we wind this party down. Under 2 minutes to go.
Johnson on the tackle. Flags on the play.
Fayetteville side. Crowd starting to thin out a little bit, but our Panther faithful, man, I tell you, Andy, I don't think anybody's moved. I'm looking down the bleachers here. We got a great turnout tonight.
Full stands on the visitor side.
Full stands on the visitor side. We're over here with them tonight. A little different view. The last time I was here, we were in the home press box up top on the shooting deck. We got a little better angle here. I like this lower angle. You know, I thought it would be easier for me to see numbers, but I'm questioning my eyesight tonight. But
well, I like being over here with our fans, hearing our fans cheer for our kids. It's just, it adds to the environment of calling the game.
Yeah. So we, in doing that, we're over here on the visitor side, and we are using some satellite internet technology, and it's a cloudy, believe it or not, there was clouds in the air earlier. There's a nice run. I believe that's Kylan Morris again. Kylan Morris. Good run. Nice pickup. Good to see Kylan get a couple of touches, get some confidence.
Putting some yards by his name.
That's right. Getting in the stat book. Tice Fletcher wiping his hands off, back of his towel. Towel behind his back, rather. Two receivers, top of the screen. Tice going to hand it off to Kylan. It's the Kylan show right now. Kylan Morse up to the 30. Clock ticking away here. So I was saying we got some technology. We had clouds, and I think it was maybe a little interference early on our stream, but we got everything lined out.
You got it lined out at halftime. Yeah.
Andy, not only is he doing the color commentary, he's running our clock, and he's also working on the internet.
There's a lot of buttons up here.
Working on the internet. Meanwhile, I'm standing here, and I can't read a number on a player's back. But it's been a good night. It's been a good night working with you.
Oh, I've had a great time. Thank you for having me, and wish it could have ended differently for us. But like you said, we got a bunch of good kids out there, and it's fun to watch.
All right, so that'll do it here from Harmon Stadium in Fayetteville. This clock hits 00. Our final score tonight is 60. I can't read anything. What's our final score, Andy?
66-24.
66-24. I just don't want to say the wrong score, you guys. I can't read the scoreboard. 66-24, our final score tonight. Again, we'll see you next Friday as we're at home, Panther Stadium, hosting the Bentonville West Wolverines. Should be a good one if it's anything like last year's overtime shootout. Should be a good game. And, of course, we look forward to seeing you, and we hope you'll join us. For Andy Martin on the color commentary, I'm Mitch Lilly signing off for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.